Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing good. Welcome in. Yeah, Planetside. Yeah, I'm not feeling Noble Fates today, Flamin. I'm kind of tired, and I feel like for Noble Fates, I'm kind of tired, so I think it's going to be a pretty short stream, probably just like 2 or 3 hours. And for Noble Fates, I'd want like 5 or 6, because it's a city builder. I feel like with, what do you call it? I feel like with, something like a city builder, I want a couple, I want at least 5 or 6 hours to really get into it and really get set up. While Planetside, shooter game. I can just pop in and out and shoot things. Also, I haven't streamed Planetside in a while. It's been a very long time. Been a very, very long time, and I really enjoy the game. Granted, I haven't played the game in a while, but I have very fond memories. I think I haven't played probably 6 or 7 months. But I saw they're doing a server merge, so I figure, get my skills a little... What do you call it? Get my skills a little up to par, as it were. Let's see, is Indar... Hassan. I guess Hassan's fine. Hassan's fine. Actually, no, Hassan's pretty fun. I like Hassan if the Defiance fight is open. I'm just an Indar simp, what can I say? But yeah, they're doing a server merge, and they're doing kind of an event where the winner gets to choose the new name between the Eastern and Western Coast servers. So I figured I'd like to do that, so I'm gonna have to get my skills back up and running, get ready for it, because right now... I'm probably pretty rusty. I can show out my loadout here. I've got a pretty, I will say, I don't know if you can tell, I have a lot of time in this game. I have a lot of time in this game. I hit BR 100 long before the prestige system, so my prestige BR is actually pretty damn low because, I'd say I didn't really prestige until after I kind of quit the game, and then I just came off and on since then. So my prestige level is fairly low. Actually, we can check. If I go to... I think there's like a scoreboard. Leaderboard, all time. Yeah, so I have 121 days, 23 hours, and 19 minutes on the board. Very cool. Very cool. I mean, this goes by score. I could go by... Let's see. Who has the most time in the game, I wonder? Yeah, no, Datadog's right. that sounds right. No, that's, yeah. I can see that for sure. You have no clue what this game even is. It's basically an MMO shooter, Flamin. So I'm on the Terran Republic because I think the red color is on the uniforms is cool. Basically, you have maps, you capture the points, and it's a shooter. Whenever you capture a hex, you can then go and attack the next hex. Pretty simple. So right now we're on Hassan, which is like the kind of swamp-based planet. I'd say... Actually, I was being too mean to Hassan earlier. I think Hassan's probably my second favorite. Indar is of course my first because again, like I said earlier, I'm a simp for Indar. It's my favorite map. But Hassan's pretty cool. I was kind of hoping there'd be a fight at Defiance because I always love this fight. We actually have one at Vex Biologics, which I don't see very often, and this is a fun base to fight at as well. Foxhole, but first person. Yes, but I'd say with less logistics. There is... Kinda... Not really logistics. Not really. There's like a construction system where you can build like your own bases and stuff. And that requires some logistics setup, but for the most part, I'd argue it's pretty... I'd argue it's not as logistic-based. Oh, someone's calling it an orbital strike. Let's back up so we don't get blown up. Okay. Admittedly, this is a bit of a scary place for us because we are pretty pushed back right now. They also have a max unit. Ooh, hey, back off. Oh, I'm not heavy assault. Ah! All right, let's back up a little bit. We did get a kill there. I think we got the kill. Ooh. Hop in the map. Pop in here, please. Yeah, so they're trying to bombard us from orbit, which is really fun, except when it's not, because that means that I'm currently getting my, vaporized from the sky. How are you doing, Silver? Hope you're doing good. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm a little bit late. I wasn't planning on being late today. Also, is the game volume all right? It feels a little loud on my end, but I know I turned it down yesterday for Battle Brothers, so I want to make sure it's good to go. Oh, let's back. Oh, I ran into the wall. Ah, you can see I'm rusty. Here. Old me would have never made such a rookie mistake right there. Seems fine to you. Very, very good. I'm not going to take the revive because I would just die the second I got there. Where's Rimworld? We're not doing Rimworld today. I had to work a bit. I got called in to work late, kind of earlier today, and I feel actually, today was supposed to be Noble Face. Today was supposed to be the start of a new, what do you call it? Of a new, kind of city builder. However, I like to have at least a couple sort of hours to do a city builder. I'm kind of tired. Probably not going to stream for more than 2 or 3. So you know, I want a comfort game. I want a comfort game, and Planetside 2 is my comfort game. So right now we're trying to take this place, and it's not going very well, to say the least. I also messed up my loadout. You have a permanent job? I have a part-time job. Oh, jeez. Okay. I thought that guy was about to die. He just has a decal that makes his wheels on fire, which, while cool, is not very helpful. Hold on, let me fix my loadout here. Why? Oh, I forgot I switched out my utility slot. Oh, this is interesting. Concussion mine. This is new. Need his recovery time. They sent him for that left-hand screwdrivers in the warehouse. They were hard to find. I know. They sent me for the left-handed screwdrivers and I couldn't find them. I spent all day trying to do it and I couldn't. All right, we're not going to stay here anymore because we're basically about to get kicked out. Instead, we're going to go to... Actually, I lied. We're going to stay here, but we're going to use a different spawn point where we're not currently getting run up on. Get hype. I know. That was the big announcement from yesterday. But not really big announcement. So, I mean, granted, I think it's because this is kind of my first week. It's a little weird when they're kind of figuring out how to schedule me. For the future, stuff like this shouldn't happen. So we should be fine. And then I always forget this is a single pointer because it's such a big base. I'm so used to it being a, what do you call it? So used to being bases of this size have multiples. But nope, just got to get A. Needs it, but yeah. Do you not know the difference? Well, okay, there's no such thing as a left-handed screwdriver. It's just a screwdriver. Ooh, an NS11A variant. Interesting. I do like the NS11A because I'm a little bit of an NS simp. I never got the gallows. I considered grinding for it, and then I was like, you know what? I'm good. I should have, though. All right, shoot that guy a little bit. And, ooh, shoot that guy. I got one. Are there... Problem is... Ooh, that's a lot of grenades. That was a lot of grenades right there. Yeah, it's... So now basically all the guys that were down here are now going to go up here to this new spawn. So it really is going to come down to, can we get enough of a beachhead here before they sort of realize we're over here? Well, I mean, they know we're here, but can we get enough guys up here to prevent them from just swarming our spawn point or not? Because if they do swarm our spawn point, then we'll just be back where we were on the other side of the map. Luckily, we have this building right here. Gives us a little bit of leeway just because it's not entirely out in the open. Are we already pushed back? Not quite, but we're getting there. How's it going, Sample? Hope you're doing good. Welcome, welcome in. Also, you got a quiz in agriculture. Oh, that's kind of cool. Wait, is a left-handed hammer actually a thing, or are you screwing with me? A left-handed hammer does not sound like a real thing. All right, I'm gonna be lazy and place armor here and see if I can snipe some of these guys. Well, not snipe with a sniper. Snipe as in get the kill on them from there. And the answer is no. Got a kill assist. I have a part-time job now. I do have a part-time job now. A sample. So that's why schedule's a little bit odd today, because I got called in kind of last minute. Well, not last minute, just earlier this morning. They were like, hey, we need you to work longer today. And then like, okay, that's fine. But because of that, I didn't really have time to also do a city builder like Noble Fates, so we're doing Planetside gaming instead. I'm very much liking it. I'm glad you're doing good, though. Glad you're doing good. Do Art of War stuff? Okay, unironically, this is a multiplayer game. If you guys, it is free and multiplayer. If you guys get in here, I will Art of War. I'm actually, hold on. Oh no, I heard the cloak. Where is it? I don't have the commander helmet. I'm close to it though, because I never did platoon maxing. I did infantry. Is it infantry or strategic? Strategic. I almost have the fun commander helmet that says I'm really good at teaching people the game. Unfortunately, I never grinded out platoon. I always led squads, not platoons, because platoon leadership is painful. But I feel like in spirit, I've earned the commander helmet. I'm actually really... I'm very good at this. Okay, I'm not doing good right now, but I am quite experienced in this game. It is free. It's on console. I don't know if it has crossplay, though. Actually, let me check. Crossplay Planetside 2. No, it does. Oh, no, it doesn't, because the PlayStation version's behind. A couple versions behind, unfortunately. Unfortunately. It's a fun game, though. Material the Brothers baseball game. Oh, that sounds pretty fun. Did they win out of curiosity? Hope they did well at the very least. It's a very fun game. You played it before. Console Planetside. Yeah, console's unfortunately kind of dead. It basically, because, so Planetside used to be owned by Sony. So when they made the console port, it was basically made as a Sony exclusive. And then it got sold. So Sony no longer owns it, but they never really, I guess, were able to branch out into other consoles, so it kind of died. How's it going, Rocket? Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. All right, I'm gonna try and be sneaky. Okay, keep him distracted, Light of Soul. Keep him distracted. Oh, get fucked, idiot. Alright, it was a little toxic, but this game brings out... Oh, also, sorry to... I'm gonna tell you guys right now, this game brings out my toxic side, so, lot of free swear time redeems about to happen. PS only. Ah, I'm sorry to hear that. But no, if you guys want to hop on and you have a PC, go for it. I wasn't really planning on leading a squad, and it's gonna be pretty all over the place, but sure, I'll do it. It's been a while. Fucking swear time. Let's fucking go. I can be as fucking toxic as I want. Oh, God. I love swear time. All right. Actually, you know, we're going to meme. We're going to be memeing. Because I'm one of the few people who actually thought it'd be a good idea to get the special knife skills, as it were. Because this right here, it used to be the worst weapon in the game. It was when I finished it. It's no longer the worst weapon in the game. No, I want Stalker Cloaking. It used to be the worst weapon in the game. I got the special achievement with it, and now it's not. It's still not great, because it's still kind of bad. It's the Banana Knife Directive update. Oh. I guess I've walked 500 meters. Oh, I didn't realize it's the Valentine's event. Cool. Nice. Seems kind of like Hell Let Loose, but futuristic. It's a lot older than Hell Let Loose, because Hell Let Loose is 2021, I think. Planetside 2012. So, yeah, I don't... Oh, God. Don't tell... Alright, wait. I'm doing some quick math. I don't like the quick math I just did, realizing that I think you were a literal toddler when this game came out, Silver. Don't tell me if I'm correct or not. Don't tell me if I'm correct. I will actually crumble to dust. Been fighting in the first campaign mission? Nice. How'd it go? It sounds like it was pretty fun. How old is the game? Released in 2012. Released in 2012. And I've been playing it since... Probably, I'd say, I've played on release. I didn't play it a lot on release. I kind of came back a couple years after, so I played... Ah! I hate biolabs. I hate biolabs. I hate biolabs. I say, trying to... Ooh, this is a good fight. It's been 2 hours. It has been I did say I did send out an announcement saying I was going to be late. So I was 2 hours late, but I gave a heads up, so it's okay, technically. You were in fact young when this dropped? I can't believe it. I can't believe you were in fact young when this game came out. I was young too. Teenager is young, right? Teenager counts as young, right? You better say yes to that statement. Oh, I did not see that coming. Been fighting in the first mission. Oh, you've been fighting the first mission for 2 hours. I see. Okay. Well, I hope you complete it soon then. It sounds like it's fun at least. Unless it's like an easy mission and you keep failing. I hear a 2 hour mission, I'm like, oh, that's fun. But if it's a little bit like, oh no, I keep failing over and over, that's less than fun. Were you born in the 90s? I was born in the year of our Y2K itself. So I was... Okay, actually, sorry. 2012 is technically... So I was not yet a teenager. I was 1 year off. Because I was 12 in 2012. I was a teenager when I started actually playing the game, like, consistently, because I started playing consistently in 2014. Where is the gen? Is the gen under me? I know permission's denied. That doesn't help me, sir. Your 7 with this dropped. I'm gonna need you to stop talking. I'm gonna need you to take what you're saying right now and stop. Because I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all, a sample. You start with less area like the one you have to take from the enemy. Oh, okay. Point capture. That's not too bad. I mean, it's starting with less area is kind of rough, but as long as you at least have the ability to move out, it should be okay. Striker. I'm gonna be real. Striker is a meme weapon, but I love it whenever I see someone use it, because it's just like... it's a fellow brother in arms for liking less optimal weapons. That's weird. I'm no longer in college. I have since graduated, actually. Ooh, you almost dropped on my head. That is not good. I will say, ooh. You get back here. Ah, and I got shot in the back. Yeah, they've got a generator around the building, which makes pushing in kind of the worst for the space. Just who you're fighting? They wear white armor. Paradeus. Gotta love Paradeus and Check's notes. The human experimentation? Is that what they did? Starting to think these are the bad guys. Crazy, I know. Crazy, I know. To a sample. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think a sample shared their age before, so that's fine. You're about to turn 20. I can't believe you've done that. We could get you a tiger. It'd be man, a tiger would be a great birthday gift, wouldn't it? You know, really, real big roar into the new year. Ooh, I have no idea how they got the Sunday up here. I don't think... Alright, I'm gonna go kill the one they've got over here. Alright. Oh. Shoot! No, you can't! Ah! Oh, that is so unfortunate. So, what happened there... What had happened was... oh! And I think I stopped him, though, so that's fine. $20,000 fine's ridiculous, a month's pay is ridiculous. I mean, it's good you paid the fine. That's at least the good thing. You were indeed a toddler when this game released. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, other than, like, my bones getting weaker, my posture getting worse as I slowly hunch over. As I slowly hunch over in decrepitness. You did pay it. It's good that you paid it. Admittable. Oh, you don't see me. 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 What is this green? Is this armor? I thought it was a cosmetic. But, where can I... Oh, I can't get under it. Dang it. I am not doing good today, I will say. Flamin is rage baiting you right now. That is what Flamin does best. Flamin baiting could never. I could never believe. I would never believe that. He says as he keeps doing it. It's like the I don't know. Have you guys seen the picture that like old painting where it's like a guy above on like on top of a wall? It's like a Renaissance painting. It's like a guy on top of a wall, and there are a bunch of dogs below him, and he's like taunting them. That's the thing I always think of when I hear bait. Just that one painting. Ooh, you almost got me, you sly dog. Oh, die. I got one of them. That is the unfortunate bit, is if there's two people shooting you, I die. Baiting, you say he's a masturbator. I would say Flamin probably a masturbator. Probably a masturbator, just with how skillfully he does it. Even I am not immune. I'll admit. Even I am not immune. He has masturbated you before. Oh, I believe it. He's masturbated me before. Okay. Jeez, they are going. I will say, I'm very happy to see another engineer here. I feel like 9 times out of 10 when well, that just feels excessive. That feels a little... Orbital striking? Really? Localized on this base at this time of night and day? Nah, it's fine. I would do the same. I would do the same. What is hitting me? They don't have a galaxy up there, do they? You understand how hard you're laughing? I imagine fairly hard. Almost as hard as when Flamen is masturbating us into, you know, masturbating us into falling for the bait. Let's place down a barrier right here. Give us a little bit more cover on this slice here. Ooh. I'm backing away. Thank you, my friend. Ooh, okay. Good news is Medic is alive still. Bad news is, oh, gee, there's the guy behind us. You masturbated friends, family. There's nothing in this world you can't masturbate. Good. Masturbating, I think, is a key, a key indicator of strong mental fortitude. Also, our flanks are terrible right now. We keep getting, every time I, like, look out here to shoot them, I just get flanked and shot in the back, which, like, fair. There's a lot of, the nice thing about attacking this base is there's a lot of ways into the point, so it's very easy to flank. The bad thing about defending the A point once you take it is there's a lot of ways into the A point, so there's a lot of ways for you to get flanked. It's, oh, they got the sun. You gotta be, oh, it's because they dropped, they did a Valkyrie drop. I can't really be upset because I do that a lot. I can't be upset about pulling a Valkyrie just to drop C4 on a Sunderer because I do that really often. You might be laughing harder than his master, than how hard he's baiting. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. He's baiting pretty hard right now. I'm trying to figure out how the hell he got a Sundy in there. Oh no, you could totally fit a Sundy through this gap. I thought it had the little pillars. Heard ASF's done a human experiment, like forcing people into the doll bodies. I thought the doll bodies were made from corpses. I thought they didn't force people into them. They just did a little corpse robbery. And then they made, what do you call it? And then once they did the corpse robbery, they made some dolls out of that. Is that not the case? Oh, hello there. Hello there. I ran right into them. Admittedly, I'm not doing a good showing, am I? I said I used to be good at this game, and then I've done nothing but sport a 6-11 KD. Not my best work, I will admit. Alright, we're gonna switch to Saber. I'm gonna switch to the Saber build. Saber build, it's called Best Girl for a reason. Make you illiterate. I mean, look, I can't make you illiterate, but I can at least laugh at you for being illiterate. Unless, I don't think you can unlearn literacy, right? That's, if once you know how to read, you're kind of stuck with it. It's sort of there. That is the case. Oh, okay, I see. Also, where are they? I know they're here. I heard a cloak. I heard an infiltrator. Get rid of that. Okay. Let's keep going. Call me a bitch, he likes degradation. False, do not. I mean, I'm not, you can if you want, it's fine. I find it funny, but I don't enjoy it. I think enjoy is a very strong word, you know what I mean? Enjoy has a lot of loaded intent there that I don't think is accurate to the, okay, fine. Okay, he got the Sundy up again, which is great. Alright, grenade. Alright. Good news is, I think that guy got killed, so he didn't get the what do you call it, the defuse off. Bad news is, this gun is even worse for my aim, because I keep missing. RPK-16 did nothing wrong. RPK-16 did do nothing wrong. I'm glad we can agree on that. I'm glad we can agree that she's just a funny little guy, and funny little guys never do anything wrong, you know what I mean? Stop bullying you. Hey guys, stop bullying Silver, unless it's really funny. Okay, I don't want to see any of this lame pun on the word master in beta anymore. If there's bullying in chat, it's got to be highbrow. It's got to be quality. I should have to look up a Wikipedia article for whatever insult you throw my way. All right. You should hit me with like the molasses war of 1812, where like, I don't know, 10 people died due to molasses disputes or something like that. That's the kind of insults I want to be hit with. All right. Anything else is just low quality and frankly not worth my time. How am I supposed to react if oh, that guy, oh, that's a grenade. I'm in a rock and a hard place right now. Where? You know what? I'll just let that guy get shot. If you're gonna keep getting in, if you're gonna keep doing the right thing and pushing forward while I'm sitting back like a wuss and just taking pot shots, I will let you do that. What evil corporate is keeping it from you? Technically Sony. Well, okay, so technically, X-Back. I don't actually know. Who owns the game? Oh, run away. All right. Oh, jerk. All right, now I got you. Oh, he didn't die? Dang it. He saw my thing. Come at you. Definitely can't. We would. I think that is a crime. Technically, she didn't. I guess technically she didn't. Technically, she didn't. But maybe by the standards of maybe potentially having done something wrong, there might be a little bit of up to interpretation there. You know what I mean? But no, it's a fun game. I really recommend it. Out of curiosity, a sample, did you want to hop on or no? I'll lead a squad. Yeah, it is a free game, so if you have PC and want to hop in, I'll just lead a squad for a bit. I'm fine with that. This is 100% just me comfort gaming, just shooting the mans while shooting the shit with the chat. Coming in 20 minutes. Nice, Rocket. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. You're holding a child. All good. Hope the baby is doing well. All right, I'm gonna... Oh, I keep messing up my keybinds. I keep messing up my keybinds. There we go. All right, sorry. 5 key is what I was looking for. Oh, this is I'm so sorry. Hold on. Let me get rid of this. Yeah. This guy is... This is a man after my own heart right here. Here, do that. You might want to back up a little more, pal. There we go. I was trying to break my barrier so this guy could get through, and I may have accidentally C4'd him a little bit. But it's fine, because he's fixed now. You boomers. We're not boomers, okay? I'm 24. 24 is not boomer material. What are you talking about? You had to deal with a boomer day? I'm sorry you had a rough day, a sample. I hope you're having a good one now. Hanging out, getting to chill with the baby, watch a cool stream. I'll say that I'm a cool stream. I'll be a little vain that way. You ever run accurate age because you gained like 3 alternative ages over the years as such? Everything you say is suspect. Honestly, yeah. I will say Flamin is like the one person that's kind of hard for me to pin down. I will say, Flamin, I originally thought you were a high schooler. I originally, that's the vibe you gave off. Now I just know you're a shit poster. So if I had, you do not feel the need to confirm at all. I would guess mid to late 20s for you, based off your shit postery, meme references, and just general chat etiquette. That would be my guess. You don't have to confirm or deny. Either that or Flamin will be the one we aspire to be in the retirement home, and he's just 80s shitting on kids online all day, kind of living the life, truth be told. Mid to late 20s. Oh no. That's my current guess based off references. That's my current guess. He likes Arcane, he's a millennial. Flamin hates Arcane. That's the thing though. Well, actually no, he liked Arcane Season 1. He didn't like Arcane Season 2. So I'm leaning towards... I feel like that is a very millennial take. All right, get back here. You want to shotgun me? I'll shotgun you. Get over here. Get over here with your ambusher jump jets. Get over here. You know, maybe I shouldn't have fought the guy with a shotgun with slugs. That may have been not the right idea. You can expose your age because you're not. You have already done that before, Silver. I will say, hello there. I don't know why that man was here. Oh, there's another. Oh, they're trying to flank us. That's fine. We've got this in the bag. You have before, yes. Okay. I am so sorry. Let me go. Sorry. Oh, that's one thing I will say. This has been lost over the eons. No, I was trying to fix the guy I team killed. You can't do this to me. Photon Quirk. Random guy I've never seen before. I was trying to rectify my mistake, and you prevented me. All right, whatever. We're back to best girl. Saber, my beloved. I think Saber's a good one to get back into it because it's burst fire and a 2x, so I can I think the Saber's decent for relearning headshots or getting back into the feel of it. I'm 24 sample. I've said it a couple times. I've said it a few times before. So I am in that young professional grind set, you know what I mean? I say, granted, young professional sounds a lot better than just an idiot on the internet, you know what I mean? You liked Arcane 1, didn't see it until like a week or two before Season 2 dropped. Really? Interesting. So actually, you weren't like super into... So you're not like into League then? Ah, see, I should have killed that guy. I should have killed that guy, but I messed up my headshots. I gotta get better. Let's maybe fight the NC. Let's fight the NC, actually, because I like fighting as Ziggurat. Ziggurat's a fun fight. If we're pushed too far back... Yeah, never mind, we're leaving. I was about to say, if we're pushed too far back, it's a little bit scary. Oh my goodness, I missed all of my shots there. Yeah, I might have to just leave. I might have to just switch games after that poor display. That was the most shameful display I've ever done in a game. Why would you ever subject yourself to League? I don't know. I feel like the people that... Here's the thing. Here's why. Here's why I think that, Flamen. The people who I see shit on League the most are also the most adamant League players, and you shit on League a lot, right? So that was kind of my thought process, is that you seem to have a very visceral hatred, ergo you must be intimately familiar with it. Like me, I'm just kind of neutral. Like, I don't find League fun. I don't really care about it, because I've only played a little bit. So I don't really have strong feelings one way or another. But you seem to have very strong feelings about it. Therefore, you must be like a big League player, you know what I mean? Dang it. Isn't it hiding the fact he used to play League 100%? Actually, I bet Flotman is using the fact he never played League as like a smokescreen. He's actually a Smite player. He's played every MOBA except for League. Just not because he disliked League, but just to be not like other gamers, you know? Just so he's not like other gamers. He played Dota 2, he played Smite, he played all these other games, right? Indar? Oh, heck yeah, my favorite. Give me that Indar. Give me that, where are we, North? Give me that crown fight. Give me that crown fight. I am begging you. Oh, that's right. You are on console. That's true. I forgot about that. Isn't League... Wait, League isn't on console? But they have other MOBAs on console. I guess I just kind of assumed they would get there. Damn. Okay. Then I guess I was wrong. Maybe that's why you have like every MOBA in your arsenal except for League. I'm gonna be a bastard and play anti-infantry Mosquito because I can. You have, in fact, played Smite. It was a Kulkin main that was fun. Got bored of it 5 years back. Okay, I was right. I called it. I totally called it. Oh, my vehicle sensitivity is way too low. Hold on. Hold on. Throw that back up. Throw that back up to, like, 0.4. It's still pretty low. What was I doing here? What did I reset? Flight, oh, I need flight vehicle sensitivity, that's why. Alright, that's better. Still a little... Honestly, let's pump that up to like 0.6. Pump that number up. Get it up there. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Dota is on console. Nice, nice. If it is, it's not free. Okay. You shall be driving automobiles. That is a bit nerve-wracking. I will admit, that's a bit nerve-wracking. I don't know how I feel about that. Is this night? Do I have night visions or thermals on? I genuinely don't remember. I have night vision. Yeah, because thermal's a little... I mean, if I'm playing AA, thermal's fine. Or sorry, not AA. If I'm playing anti-infantry, thermal would probably be fine, but I don't really need it. Don't really need it. I mean, I'm sure Silver's a fine driver. I'm sure they're okay. Where are they? Where are they? Alright. Okay. I'll admit, it is, I want to be, I will admit, I am being a kind of a bastard right now by playing an anti-air Mosquito. but it is really fun. It is really fun to just kill people with a high explosive grenade launcher. All right. Let's get out of here, because that is another aircraft, and I am not equipped to fight it. The worst year ever. Ooh. What was my year like when I was 16? See, so that was sophomore year. Admittedly, actually, no, sophomore year was terrible for me, because I had an on the one hand, I want to say I had an absolutely terrible literature teacher who made my life kind of hell, because she was just like, here's the thing. So do you guys understand the concept of what an AP class is? I can explain it for those non-Americans. I'm gonna leave because I am going to get killed. All right, evasive maneuvers, just spin in a circle and they can't hit you. It works 90% of the time, every time. Where are you? Ah. Okay, so I may have run into a friendly aircraft there. Don't worry about it. That was only 4 years ago. That is not right. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you say 16 and you're like, oh, that was only 4 years ago, I don't know if that's enough time to pass. I can at least be like, that was nearly a decade ago for me, because I turned 25 in a couple months, so that was a little under a decade ago. But no, I had it's like the smart teachers. Basically, AP classes or college classes you take as a high schooler. It's a college class that you take as a high schooler so you can get college credit and not have to spend so many semesters at like a regular school, right? So I was not in an AP class though. I was in the honors class, because the way my school worked is that you had, basically you can take AP classes until your junior year. So that's 11th grade. So that's the second to last year you graduate, essentially. You ain't going to college. Nothing wrong with not going to college. Just make sure you have a, lifeline you want to go for. So the way our honors classes worked is that our honors classes were essentially a way to prepare you for the AP classes, right? And since the AP classes were like supposed to be like college level classes, the honors class was also decently hard to prepare you for that. So her class was just really, really hard. Well, okay, the class wasn't hard. It was just a lot of busy work, right? I remember I had, basically this is something she did and I hated it. Whenever we read like a book, which was, pretty often because it was a literature class, we had to have an annotation on every page where we had to like go and say, oh, I feel, this XYZ about this thing because, this sentence means whatever, or hey, this motif is starting to appear on every single page. Excuse me, hiccups, right? Which isn't great because, if your average book that you read has like 300 pages, that's 300 notes of BS that you just have to constantly be trying to fill up, right? So I was not a fan of that, and that just was a ton of busy work. We had a bunch of essays that we had to do that, again, were kind of just busy workish. And she was also a really harsh grader. It's kind of like, on the one hand, it sucked as a class because it was really hard. But because it was so hard, I did a lot better in my later classes. So, like, as much as I disliked it, I do kind of owe her, like, a lot, because otherwise I think I would have struggled in my classes. I see ya. I see it. Get down here. Get down. Grenade? Can I hit him with a grenade? No, if I go that way, I might be able to. Economy is screwed anyway. High education these days screws you over with huge debt. Luckily, I got pretty lucky, because the place where I went to college has a program where essentially if you have a good enough high school grade and you go to a state university, you don't have to pay tuition. I still had to pay like a bunch of miscellaneous fees because colleges will hit you with miscellaneous BS to make you pay money, and I still had to and as part of that program I had to live in the dorms, which I did not get paid, which I did not get like a stipend for, so I still had to spend, I did not get free college, but I got much cheaper college than I would have otherwise, if that makes sense. But anyways, the class was kind of a pain, and then I finally got to AP classes, and it was so much easier than her class, and I'm like, wow, I really just went through all that suffering for nothing. To give you an idea of how easy that class was, or how hard that class was, half the class dropped at the semester mark. Steel rain overhead. I really hope it's friendly. I don't remember if that message only appears if it's not friendly, or if it can appear for friendlies as well. So I guess they don't technically notice they're being back capped because they have a connection through Crossroads, so they might not notice. I know you're here. I know you're here, bastard. Ah, he got me. He got me. Let's wait for this guy to move so I don't... Alright, I'm actually going to place this, like, right here. You joined that class willingly. We went, wow, everyone is a nerd even though they share your interests. They look so funny. You're going to pick on me? Really? Sorry to hear that you felt a little... that they were going to pick on you for that. I mean, yeah, AP class. I think AP classes, if you want to go to college, they're good. Even if you don't want to go to college necessarily, but you just enjoy learning, I found AP classes to be much more fun in that regard as well. Because I like learning stuff. I just like to learn. So AP classes were very much kind of like, oh, obviously I get this college credit, but the big thing is I just like learning cool stuff. So I learned cool stuff. Is going to be a seminary or trade school. Yeah, those are good. Those are good. Actually, I don't know if they still are, but Komu was training to be a monk for a while, which I don't think it's called a seminary because I think seminaries are specifically for Christianity, but like he did, when we were in Japan, he would go to like a temple for like training and stuff, which was pretty cool. I'd maybe be the coolest dude in the class. Like yeah, I know. Sample like, man, yeah, I was so cool, I was on the varsity football team. I had a 4.0 GPA anyways because I was cool. I was athletic and smart. And then you're like, but I just thought they would make fun of me. Komu being a monk isn't a bit. No, that's not me. No, that's not a bit. Komu is legit. Komu, was training to be a monk. I don't know if he still is, but no, like when we were there, he would go off campus to special classes specifically to be a monk. Yeah, it's not a bit. I know jokes are the deepest lore a lot of the times, but no, that one wasn't a bit. You picked them English. You picked on them. Oh, don't do that. Oh, I'm sorry. That's unfortunate. I hope you weren't too harsh on him. And then you were a jerk. It's kind of, I will say, it's even just recognizing that fact now, it speaks volumes to how far you've grown. Being able to look back and be like, yeah, I was kind of a jerk back then is a really, good marker of self-growth. Oh, yeah, I'm about to get sniped. I'm about to get bolt actioned. I called it. I got bolt actioned. Bolters, I would hate them if I didn't respect them so much, because it's actually so hard to do. The priest, watch out. I know, Silver the priest. Oh, that is going to be interesting, to say the least. Screw you with the same qualities as you suck. Hey, honestly, I could see it, because it's like, who do you hate the most? Someone that is exactly like you, because then you know how to hate them. If they're exactly like you, you know where to hit their insecurities, right? Am I doing good? I'm not on the leaderboard, and that makes me sad. What am I doing here if I'm not even on the leaderboard? Being bad at the game? Not on my watch. Alright. I know... Where are they going to come from? I'm going to try to be sneaky here. It's not going to work, though. I'm definitely going to get shot in the back. Or maybe the front. Maybe the front. Okay, that guy... Oh, nope. It's the back. A harasser? Wasn't expecting that, but I did call getting shot in the back there. In your art class said you were scary to know what you did. I'm sure you're not scary. It might just be a little bit of RBF, which happens to everybody sometimes. D&D, I wish I had cool friends to play that with. I'm gonna screw you up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it sounds like you had a bit of... I mean, I'm not trying to, like, approve of it, but most people I know who were kind of jerks were going through something. So the fact that you're able to look back, now and be like, man, I was kind of a jerk. I hope that means you're doing better in life and just in general. Oh, it's the bolter again. Again, I want to be angry because I got killed, but I can't because bolters are so good at learning how to be a bolter in this game is someone who uses a bolt action sniper rifle with a 2 or 4x scope and gets headshots in close quarters. It's incredibly hard to do, which is why because bolt action, because, you know, a sniper rifle to the head is a one-hit kill, right? So it's really hard to do, but it's also really annoying to get one-shot headshot, essentially. Welcome to the club. Oh, no. Because you caused me afraid of you. Yeah, Flamin, you did mention the, what was it? The stabbing grounds, I believe. I can maybe understand why someone might be a little afraid of you, just as a thought experiment, mayhaps. If you have little pencil fights with your friends on the back of the playground, that'll generally make people upset with you. Ow, ow, stop shooting me, stop shooting. Okay, I told them to politely stop shooting and they didn't. What a bunch of jerks. That made it 10 times funnier and let them know you felt that way. Aww. Back of the playground compass knife. So when you say compass knife, just so I understand correctly, you mean like how compasses sometimes have like a little bit of a pointy bit, and you were just all stabbing each other with that, right? You weren't. I want to make sure I have the correct visual. Okay, yeah. Good news about switching the saber, I'm having to actually aim now. Bad news, I'm having to actually aim now, and I'm missing. The bad part about that is I'm not very accurate. I'm also going to be switching to shotgun because I guarantee there's like 6 guys right here. So we're going to do a funny grenade. I'm going to actually do a couple grenades. Oh, I love sticky grenades. I love sticky grenades. I love sticky grenades. That hit the drop pod, actually. I was not expecting that. All right, let's get in there. All right, got you. Oh, hello. What was that? What the hell? What is the Helios? Interesting. That's a new one. I haven't seen that before. Cool. What's RBF? RBF stands for resting bitch face. It's basically just like if you have a face that kind of just scares people. It's you just kind of like you look like you're just kind of pissed off at people all the time, even though you're just like existing. Exactly. Cool. Okay. I'm glad I got the visual. Also, I never asked, but like, was there a reason why, or are British? Or is the Lord of the Flies correct and British school children are just one bad day away from pure anarchy and savagery? Because man, they really were alone. They were really on their own for 5 minutes and just started killing each other and worshipping a conch shell. I'm pretty sure that's how that happened. It's been a while since I read Lord of the Flies. I'm gonna die. All right, or not. Admittedly, I'm using a longer range weapon in close quarters, which isn't ideal. Actually, no, I'm going to go back this way, because that's just asking me to get killed. Oh, they have a Sunday up here. That makes things more difficult. Sorry, I will read chat in a sec. I'm locking in, as the kids say. I'm locking in, and I don't want to die because I'm reading chat. But just know, each and every one of you, I'm sort of paying attention. Hello there. Wait, you didn't see me! Ah, no! Ah, no! Alright, I'll read chat now. He didn't see me, and then I drew attention to myself. I'm kind of a tactical genius in that way. Get a football field to beat the crap out of each other? Huh. I was gonna say, yeah, that would have been, like, way better if you just did it at, like, a gym or something. Just hitting each other as hard as possible. Kids do stupid stuff like that, you know? As long as you didn't get too much CTE, you're probably fine. You wouldn't seriously wound each other, but blood was on the table or gravel stuff? Oh, okay. Yeah, usually the only time we ever got blood on, like, the gravel or something would be if, like, someone... One time a kid, we were just playing, like, basketball on, like, the blacktop at recess, and he absolutely ate it. And, like, I don't know how he did it, but he, like, broke his... I don't think he broke his jaw, but, like, he, like, lost a couple teeth. And just his entire face was messed up. It was something to see. That's the only time we ever saw blood, though. Look happy. I mean, she might have just... Maybe she just caught you on, like, a bad day or something. I'm sure you look fine. Punch each other too far, that could actually hurt somebody. Actually, me and my siblings used to punch each other. We got, like, a pair of boxing gloves one Christmas, and we would just, like, beat the crap out of each other with it. That was... Good times, good times. Oh, hello there. You or... Okay, this is making things difficult. I'm gonna try to sneak up on this guy. Do you see me? Oh, that guy does. Ow. Okay, we're gonna leave because I'm gonna get killed otherwise. Get physically bullied. I'm sorry to hear that, Silver. Yeah, it sounds like they're doing some hazing, which I'm not a fan of hazing. I think hazing as a concept is dumb. Like, or I guess physical hazing, like, I know, like, some places, like, I have friends in fraternities, and they're like, yeah, you know, like, as a freshman, I had to, like, go and, like, save, like, the best seats at, like, a bar for, like, the seniors or something. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. You know, it kind of sucks or whatever, but it's not really hurting anybody. Because, like, because, you know, they just have to, like, give up their seat later. Oh, someone hit my C4, please. I'm begging you. That guy, or revive me. Reviving you would also work. Because I have the C4 on, just saying. They were just bigger and stronger. Oh, okay, I see. Well, that's good. I'm glad they weren't mean. I mean, not like maliciously, but just as a kid, it's like, you want to punch each other with boxing gloves? Yeah, sure, I guess. And we just punch each other with boxing gloves. Simple as. You had close calls with jar-related injuries back in whatever the 10-year equivalent is. You nearly... Jeez. Oh, that is rough. We actually had, what do you call it? I don't know if this is how doors are constructed in the UK, but the way doors are constructed here, or like in schools, is you have the door, right? And then on top of the door, you have like a little plaque where it'll have like the room number. So it'll be like room like 101 or like 102 or whatever at the top. And what a lot of kids like to do, and I mean, Grant, I don't know why, I was one of them, is that like when you enter the room, you just like smack the top of the plaque with your hand. Every single time we did that, the teacher would be like, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. There's, you know, this has a sharp edge. There's a chance you cut your hand open, right? And we were always like, they're just saying that. No one would actually get hurt, right? And then one day, a kid did that. He smacked it, and he cut his hand open. Because, like, on the way down, he, like, caught the edge, and just, like, it went... Because it's, like, a metal plaque, so it's, like, just hitting the metal edge of a basically rectangle. Ooh, let me save you. I got you, pal. So, that was... I always saw that, and I was like, man, that is... I don't know, you hear so many, like, not folk tales, but, like, wives' tales as a kid. It's like, oh, you know, if you, like, touch a baby bird, it's, like, its mom will, like, abandon it or whatever. And that had always been kind of one of them in my mind. And then one day, some kid actually proved it true. Usually do that with the top of door frames. You don't need signs to know what a room is. Well, it'll be like the room number though, right? It'll be like, this is room 101. So it'd have 101 on top of it, right? I mean, we know... I like to think I as a child knew what a room was. But I was also kind of dumb, so maybe not. Dang, they got this place built up pretty well. What the heck is this? There's so many new construction items. That's probably what I'm gonna use all my certs on. Am I earning certs? I actually haven't been checked. I think... Did they up... Because I know before the cert cap used to... No, I think cert cap is still 10k for free to play. It's to go above 10k, you need a membership. Even though you're like only 5'11", your shoe standing, you can touch the net of a basketball hoop. That's pretty good. That's a really good vertical, actually. What's my vertical? I don't know. Probably like 6 or 7 inches. I'm not... Look, I don't jump, okay? That's not what I do. Alright. You know, I may have been able to kill that guy, but I'll just let 8 people run in front of me first. That's also an option. I can work with that. Screw you, plastic woodeny playground boat thing. You stand too close one time and get vengeance on it. Ooh. I mean, look, if they had a couple of complaints that just so happened to engineer your vengeance, then I think it's probably fine. I mean, nothing that's traceable back to you, of course, you know? Nothing that's traceable back to you. It just so happened to get, you know, upended by the local council for whatever reason. Ooh, Palisade's fun. I will say, I am just jumping around a lot. Mostly just jumping around a lot because I'm just kind of going wherever I feel like is a good fight. So I do apologize. If you want me to like sit on a front and push it, I can. But I'm mostly just going wherever I feel like a good fight will be. So sorry that I feel like the game's just kind of in the background while I'm chatting with y'all anyways. Ooh, please drop on the point. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing better with the butcher than with the saber. I have to look at... I do not remember my recoil patterns at all. Maybe the butcher has an easier recoil pattern. It might, honestly, because the do you call it? Because it's lower damage, so it might... It could also just be I have more bullets. Actually, no, it's 100% I just have more bullets and a faster fire rate. So I feel like I'm hitting more shots, when in reality, I'm hitting the same amount. It's just longer till I need to reload. That's what's happening. Waste of potential for your basketball career. I mean, I wouldn't... Can I... Yes! All right, nice. That's a... Okay, well, I got shot in the back, but that's a little trick you can do with these fences. If you run into them from the perpendicular angle and spam jump, you could just jump right over them. It's a little trick for those of you who may be interested. It actually comes in really handy on a lot of bases, such as this one, because you can get right behind the A point. You get right behind it. Might be a little too late. Well, I think we've lost because there's 20 seconds left and they just orbital striked us. Luckily I avoided most of it. Oh, I don't have grenade bandolier on this loadout. Yeah, immediate. There's a few too many guys for me to take out on my own there. Got banished by the school, actually. It was just a major health hazard. Really? So it wasn't even just you, it was other kids as well. Dang.
Enemy has the facility. A costly failure.
Would have been fun to fight at Palisade, but there's no way we're gonna... There's no way... Well... Do we... You know what? I do love the crown. We'll head back to the crown. Let me get on point this time so that I'm not useless, and then I'll be useless. You know, I do love some good old vehicular manslaughter. I'm just not a fan when I'm the one that's manslaughtered. You know what I mean? The fact we have C is interesting. Normally you have A and B at this base. The fact we have C as well is actually pretty nice. And the fact we don't have A. But yeah, the fact that near killed you is kind of rough. One thing I did do as a kid, this is when I had broken my leg. And for some reason, I was like, you know, it would be a really good idea. What if I did that thing where, you know, as like a kid, where it's like you're on a swing and then you get like maximum swingage, right? You're swinging as high as you can go, and then when you get like as high as you can go, you wait till you get as high as you are, and then jump off it and land. I did that when I had my broken leg, and I don't know why I thought it was a good idea. All I know is that I did it. That landing did not feel great. So playgrounds are very scary, especially when you have idiot children manning them. Especially when there's an idiot child in the way. Oh, this is bad. Because now I'm the only one here. Well, I guess they're holding out there now. I'm mostly just worried. I think we pushed them up to A. Okay. I'm gonna go for Charlie now. You have hops for a white boy, you guess? I guess so. I mean, you're young enough. You still have cartilage in your knees. If you wanted to get a basketball career, I bet you could. All right, we're gonna fall back to B here because yeah, they have a Sunder right next to Charlie, and there's no way I'm breaking through that. No way I'm breaking through that on my own. I guess we defend. Ooh, this is what I call an opportunity. See, now my wall is the one getting me XP. Now my wall is the one that people use for cover, and I get free XP for it. Also, I want to point out, I have been going for the engineer directive for almost a decade now. You can see 2016, 2016, 2017, 2019, draw fire ribbon. Still haven't finished it. Still haven't finished it. In the year 2025. Your child is also super strong. It sounds like it. Honestly, I'm a little afraid. Child sounds like a bit of a menace. All right. Wait, is that NC? First of all, zoom in. Why are the NC orbital striking us? They're not even at this base. That was a very interesting decision they made. I wouldn't have done that personally, but sure. Do 5 pull-ups consecutively? Nice. That's pretty good. What got... Oh, underbarrel. Underbarrel grenade. I'm like, what got me? Alright, I'm gonna be a gamer. Alright, hit me with the revive. If I can get revived, I can blow up the C4. Because the C4 got thrown, I just got killed before I could actually trigger it. So we're gonna go... Ah, wait, someone else blew it up for me. That's less fun. Ah, I blew my load too early. Man, I butchered that. I really messed up that defense. I apologize. That, I will say, man, I really wanted to give you guys a good showing. I wanted to pop back in and be like, yeah, I haven't played for a bit, but I used to be really good at the game. I'm gonna show you how it's done, and then I do this. I play this with a 2235 KD after an hour. Help me get things up from the top shelf. I appreciate it. I mean, I can do 5 pull-ups consecutively. They're not the proper pull-ups though. They're like the ones where you move your body and use it to like use your momentum to pull yourself up. So it's not really a pull-up, but it technically counts, I think. Lifted a 20-pound medicine ball. Jeez. That is insane. Yeah, for a baby? Damn. Cocaine, meth, and pure protein powder. That will get you pretty far. Temporarily at least. I imagine once the protein powder wears off, then that's gonna be the issue. As we know, all gains from meth and cocaine are permanent, so you don't have to worry about that. Is my default Sunderer an ammo Sundy? No, it's it's shield deploy. Wait, I'll have to look into what my loadout is, because this is the ammo on the... I wonder if you can have ammo on shield deploy but 2 at once now. Interesting. Put the child into the ring with another child and find out. Do that thing that, okay, I don't know if they actually did this. I'm pretty sure it's just Baki making stuff up, but I think it'd be really funny if they did. Where they, like, in ancient China, where they'd get, like, a bunch of poisonous bugs and put them in a jar. And then they'd have them like fight each other, and whichever bug like was the survivor was like the most poisonous, and then that was the one that you would use for like poisons, right? So just do that, but with children, and then you can get the ultimate child. I mean, I guess if your child loses, he ends up like Conquest at the end of the most recent season of Invincible. But you know, a small price to pay for the chance at the potential for greatness. You know what I mean? Smelling salts for the extra kick. I'm a fan of bath salts personally, actually. I think it, you know, because that way you can get the cleanliness of a bath and the gains of methamphetamine at the same time. It's perfect. UFC for babies, you can arrange that. Don't arrange UFC for babies. That is not a good way for... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just Baki being Baki, because Baki as a series is absurd and I love it. But, I don't know. I could see that. Maybe not necessarily the venomosity, but they're like, this is the strongest insect, so it's the most venomous. When in reality, it might not be a venomous insect that wins, but just whichever one has like the bigger claws. Yeah, see, like right there, I should not have died, but I'm very bad at the game, so I am. There's another installer. Oh yeah, you can get the game with you can either get it through Steam or just through the Daybreak client. Actually, it's not Daybreak anymore. Daybreak sold it. I don't know who owns this game anymore. I'm gonna be real. This IP has been sold and bought like 5 times, and I want to say 3 of them were in the past 2 years. So unfortunately, I don't know who owns it anymore. I'm sorry. Actually, speaking of Invincible, have you guys seen the new season or just the show in general? I'm really liking it. I liked it so much. I looked for definitely 100% legitimate means to read the whole comic. Unfortunately, the totally legitimate means I used to read the comic were bad and mislabeled a lot of stuff. So I ended up getting really spoiled for a bunch of things because it was like, oh, this is issue 64. Click to see issue 65. I started reading issue 65. It was not, in fact, issue 65. It was, like, issue, like, 110, and I was like, huh, I feel like I've missed a lot of things. Because it was just in the middle of the next arc. Or, like, 2 arcs from now. Hey, could you not? Leave me alone. Back off. Battle Eye? Oh, it does have Battle Eye. It does have Battle Eye, which is a little cringe. Battle Eye is a little cringe, I will admit. And they do own it. You're so lonely. Thought he was gonna do something absolutely foul. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one, a sample, when he said that. When he said that, I'm like, there's... Like, Conquest is like this guy is, you know, sick in the brain. There's no way he's gonna do something like that, right? Luckily he was just waxing poetic, I think is the term. He's like the only people I can talk to are the ones I'm about to kill, right? Which honestly, that was such, don't get me wrong, that was such a good moment. I saw that and I'm like, this is cinema right here. It's so great. More like 6'5", damn. That's pretty great. That's pretty high up. All right. I guess, all right, I'm totally not jealous you can reach the top shelf of a Walmart without assistance. I guess that's just a skill issue on my part. And let's get in here. Oh wait, I've got to try reading it in the narrator's voice. Hold on. I'll try reading it in narrator voice in a second here, Flamin, because it's like it's like, and so you got to do like the deep announcer type voice to do it, because that's how you know what do you call it? That's how you know it's like a real Baki narrator moment. I think my favorite thing I see is whenever I occasionally like to peruse various forums and the like, where they're like, can my favorite character beat up your favorite character? And whenever Baki Pip comes up, it seems like just unanimously agreed if he has the narrator on his side, he wins. If he does not have the narrator on his side, he loses. It does not matter at all about the skill of the character. It's just, do they have narrator buff? All right, let me read this. And so, Yujiro Hanma conducted a simple test. He put 900 bugs into an invisible jar without any overcrowding and had them fight to determine the strongest. He then shifted his entire musculature system to adopt these traits. Here's a picture of Muhammad Ali. It's so... Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I love it. I'm on Emerald. I'm on Emerald Rocket. I'm on the East Coast. I'm on the East Coast. I don't know how bad it'll be for you, because I believe you said you're UK, and I don't know how good UK connection is for East Coast, but we'll do our best. We'll do our best. Also, I'm beating in Conquest Head. Your boy Mark is him. I will say, on the one hand, when he said, here's 93, not too bad. Okay, that's good. That's good for Spanish Conquest. Ooh, I'll have to listen to him. I haven't heard it yet. What do you call it? The one thing I kind of disliked about, like, obviously Mark was gonna win, but the line, you getting madder doesn't make you stronger, that's not how it works, that goes so hard, and it's such a good line, but then he gets angrier and he gets stronger, and that's how it works. So, like, on the one hand, I'm like, that's such a good moment, but then Mark immediately proved him wrong, and I'm like, man, I don't know. I knew Mark was gonna have to be the one to beat him, but I was kind of hoping once that line was done, it'd be like, all right, he's not actually gonna get there. It's 2 a.m. What are we doing awake? I know. What can I say? This is just a random game I wanted to play, and I got you in here, Flamin. I just have that great communication, you know? Gotta do a very quick TRST. I don't know what that is, but I hope that's not, like, drugs. I hope that's not drugs. For you there, Silver. But now, Baki, Invincible, very good. I'm liking it. I do like, what do you call it? I do like a lot of what we saw this season. I'm not the biggest fan of how we spent a pretty good chunk of the season with, I guess it's spoilers for Invincible Season 3. I'm not gonna go, like, too deep into it, but if you don't want any at all... You're training, so give you 30 minutes? Okay, yeah, no problem. I'll probably be playing for, like, another hour or two. Running very good round. You touch your gutters on your house. That's pretty good. But yeah, so slight spoilers for Invincible Season 3, if you worry about that. So basically, we spent, I would say, like, the first 4 episodes of the season, like, catching up with Nolan and Alan, and I really liked that, because I liked getting to see their dynamic grow. I like getting to see their escape. I didn't really like how they left off on a really big cliffhanger, and I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. This is cool, you know, we're gonna see more. I like the end of episode 4, and then we just don't see them at all for the rest of the season. Your bag muscles get a 6-pack overnight or something. Good night. Have a good night, Flamin. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you had fun. I hope you had fun. Get some good rest, as the kids say. Get some good eep. Not even sprint running, more of a jog. Nice. Can I get him? Oh, actually, I need to back up because I'm about to get shot. Gonna try doing this. Getting some cover. And nah, he had better aim. I don't know how I feel getting killed by a BR9 with 15 directive score, because that probably is a new player. The one thing I love about this game, I always get humbled with this game, because I'll be like, I have 3k hours. Ooh, hold on. Let me do this real fast. I just had some friends pop on. I'm just going to tell them, hey, sorry, just kind of playing on my own right now. Let me just do this. All right, and wait, I gotta use the right command here. There we go. All right. There we go. Bum ba da bum ba da bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum ba da bum. But yeah, anyways, I wasn't the biggest fan how it was like, oh, okay, we have what do you call it? It's like we have Nolan and Alan, they're doing their thing, and you know, it's like because especially if they had. I guess if they, like, I understand why they kind of opened with their relationship and the stuff they were doing, because if they did, that was like a really big cliffhanger at the end of last season, right? So it's a really big cliffhanger. So obviously we want to see how it goes down. And then we see how it goes down, and then we just don't see from them for like the second half of the season, and it's, I don't know. I feel like if they had held off on that and instead made it so we saw like their final moment in, you know, even like, you know, maybe as just like their final little scuffle together, like at the end of like episode 8, then I wouldn't feel so, pardon my crass language here, but I wouldn't feel so blue-balled, because it is just like, oh, okay. You know, we have this like cool cliffhanger. I really want to see where this goes on episode 4. I'm gonna get to see where this goes because it's only episode 4. We still have the entire rest of the season, right? And then we just don't see them again. I wasn't the biggest fan of that, I'll admit. I still liked having them there, but I was kind of like, man, don't do that to me. Aside from that, what am I yapping about? Invincible Season 3. Oh, hold on. I forgot to switch the screen back. I apologize. Forgot to switch back to gameplay screen. There we go. Aside from that, I liked Eve. What they did with her in her fight in Conquest. Because I did go back and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna read. I want to read the comics. So I started from when Conquest appeared, and then I started reading forward. And I liked how they made her actually do something in the TV show, because in the comics she just kind of shows up, throws down a force field, and instantly gets bodied. I like how she got to have a moment. I liked how we got to see how powerful she could be, and I thought that was really cool. I thought that was nice. So I liked that change. What else? Mark is going through it. Mark is really going through it. I like kind of how he's definitely changing. I like it when protagonists change. I wonder what direction they're gonna go with him, right? Because he is very much in this, he's in the state of like, he goes from like, I always, they're villains, but like good guys don't kill, so obviously I can't kill this guy. And then episode 6 happens, and he's like, okay, if I had just, made sure, if I had double taps, basically, then none of this would have happened and millions of people wouldn't have died. So he kind of goes and he's like, all right, if I see someone now and they're acting up a little bit, then they gotta go. They gotta, right? And that's a very big change from him, right? Because he is like trying to be, plastic boy wonder superhero, and now he's entering his is it Dick Grayson? Which one becomes Red Hood? Dick Grayson is the one that kills, right? he's the one who becomes Red Hood,
This fight is
if I remember correctly. He's kind of entering that arc, right? So it's interesting. I wonder if he's gonna, you know, go all the way and just be like, all right, because he is the strongest guy on the planet. Jason Todd. Okay, he's kind of going a little Jason Todd-ish. Dick is Nightwing. That's right, Dick is Nightwing. I always get him confused. There's Robin, Dead Robin, Nightwing, and Red Hood. Although, wait, I forget. Or was Red Hood a Robin that died, quote unquote, and then came back as Red Hood? I don't remember. It's been my comics lore is very, very, what do you call it? Not there. Yes? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so he did die. But like, cause Mark, you know, he is just the most powerful being on the planet. So having him decide to no longer if he decides to no longer hold back and just be like, all right, you know, you're robbing a bank. All right, well, I'm just gonna donut you, right? Because you might kill a civilian and I just don't want to risk it. Would be a big change, especially because I think that would add a really nice dynamic with Cecil. Because like right now, Cecil just feels kind of paranoid. I feel kind of bad. That guy was trying to rocket me, and I kind of just gunned him down. Because Cecil's been really paranoid this entire time. He got killed by Joker and Quinn. Okay. Good dunk. Can you ever play competitive? Have a good night, Silver. Have a good night. Hope you had a good time. Get some good rest. And we got the tech plant. Nice. Let's see where else we can go. Did I sort the Glorious King Cecil? A little bit. Here's the thing. I feel season 1 Cecil is very much like, I understand where he's coming from, but season 2 Cecil is like getting to be a bit more on the trusting side. I feel season 3 Cecil, by season 3 Cecil, I get why he doesn't trust Mark. I understand logically why he does not. Like I understand like why he's like, I have to have this backup in contingency. But by season 3, it feels a little unwarranted in my opinion. By season 3, after everything that has happened, Cecil not trusting Mark feels unwarranted. So I'm kind of like, but now that Mark is starting to go down his Punisher arc a little bit, now that he's actually, you know, being a little bit more like, I might as well just kill people if they're causing problems. At least that seems to be the direction he's going. I feel like now would be when Cecil would stop trusting Mark. So it's, I don't know. I feel like if Cecil began to trust Mark and then had it broken due to this sort of shift in his character, I feel that would have been a lot more compelling than him never trusting Mark and then sort of being kind of proven right, depending on how Mark ends up, you know? So I'm a little... It's like, I'm not upset about it. I think it's fine. I think the direction they took it is fine, but I'm kind of... part of me is like, man, but wouldn't have this been a little bit... Granted, this is 100% me being like... I will recognize that that could very well not be the right way to do things. I'm not a writer. I'm sure an editor probably brought up that exact same complaint, and then the writer was like, look, I get that's what you want, that's not really what I'm going for, or it wouldn't fit with the future story, or whatever reason. So I'm not upset about it. I was kind of surprised that that's the direction they went with. How's it going, Slip Up? You're doing good. Welcome in. He's a moron, though? Really? Interesting. And Paul is not a jerk. Who is Paul? You mean Duplicate's brother? He seems like kind of a jerk. I mean, not even just because he's a hitman, he's just kind of a jerk. Is also super drip at times. I'm trying to remember who the heck Paul is. Yeah, so I started reading the comic from basically the Conquest fight. I started that, read the Conquest fight, read a couple chapters after that, and it turns out what I read was actually not in order like I thought it was, so I kind of got spoiled a bunch of stuff because I basically went from chapter like 65 to chapter like 110 without realizing it. So I'm gonna try and find a different, totally legitimate source for the comic that I can grab from, or so that I can read it. All right, don't pay attention to how I missed that motion sensor. It's, don't worry about it. And then I'll try reading it all again. Debbie's new boyfriend. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I like Paul. Paul's cool. He's a cool guy. Do people hate Paul? Is there Paul hate? I don't know why you would be a Paul hater. But no, so I don't know how Cecil is in the comics really, because I haven't really encountered him in the comics. But I do really like Show Cecil. I like how Show Cecil is very smart. I think I really enjoyed season 1 with Cecil and Omni-Man's dynamic, because it's like, Cecil knows pretty much right away, almost immediately, that Omni-Man killed the Guardians, right? Like, he knows that's how that went down. And his whole thing is like, he's like trying to like run this line of like, I need to find out why he did it, without tipping him off that I know he did it, because if he knows I did it, then all bets are off, and he's gonna, whatever he's planning is then gonna go into effect, and I won't be able to stop it. So he's running this like really thin line of like, sort of prodding, sort of maybe like letting him know like I might know, but maybe I don't know. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good dynamic. I really liked it. And then what else? But no, yeah, Cecil's probably, I would say Cecil's probably one of my favorite, if not favorite characters of the show. Because he is very like he's kind of a dick, but I think he's a very understandable dick. And I don't know, I will fully admit, I tend to like characters that aren't, maybe as nice. I don't know if nice isn't the right word. Let me get my drifters on. Nice isn't the right word. Like, well, yeah, kind of is. I think I like characters that are, like, maybe a bit of a jerk, but then, like, for an or, like, jerk is pragmatic, I guess would be the best way of phrasing it. I like how Cecil's very pragmatic with how he runs his superhero teams. And oof. Yeah, I'm not getting on that. I'm not getting on the roof that way. Well, maybe if I come from this side, I might be able to Superman over. How's it going, Toxic? Hope you're doing good. Welcome in. We're just doing a little bit of Planetside, and I'm doing terribly. I'm not really tryharding. I'm just kind of vibing, chatting with the chat. There are two Pauls, by the way. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought you were talking about, what do you call it? Multi-Paul? Kate's sister? I was gonna say, he kind of is a jerk. I would be surprised if you're like, actually, Multi-Paul is chill. I was like, I don't know about that one. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get on that way. What else can I do? I'll try and take this, this northeast tower. You do the thing that you said you'll have to do. I have done the thing I said I will have to do. I was late to stream because I basically got called in kind of well, it wasn't like last minute. It was just like this morning they called and were like, hey, we need you to actually work later today than we initially thought. So, and that really like, it's not anti-infantry though, it's anti-air. Doesn't really help me. All right. Oh, I love the links. All right, don't stun myself. All right, didn't flash myself. Get them all? I think I did. Sweet. All right, that was a little bit of a... That was a little rude, but if you're doing it, Toxic, welcome in. Hey, I'm on your side. Oh, you're not, though. Duplicates brother and Debbie's boyfriend. Multi-Paul is a jerk. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, Multi-Paul, because it's duplicate Multi-Paul. Multi-Paul, don't like him. Kind of a jerk. Kind of just an asshat. But no, Paul, Debbie's boyfriend, chill dude. Am I defending or attacking? I am defending right now. So I pick, my faction is Terran Republic Rocket. If you wanna join a faction and fight, if you wanna join a different faction and fight me, I'm also okay with that. Planetside 2 is an MMO FPS. So basically you got a big old map, got a couple hundred players fighting on the map, and you're trying to take different bases. It's by far my most played game of all time. It is my comfort game. Which is why I don't normally stream it. I don't normally stream it because I kind of like to keep, I guess, my comfort game separate from stream, but I don't know. I was feeling kind of just tired and not great after work today, so I was like, you know what? I want a comfort game, but I want to stream, so we'll comfort game streaming. you hope they make Immortal a more likable guy later because his heart is in the right place, but he's kind of a jerk. I think they're starting to. Like when he was fighting the alternate marks, and he's like fighting the alternate mark, and he's like, "You're just a pale imitation of him." Like, I think Immortal is, despite distrusting Viltrumites, is very much like. He's I think they're showing him like he's kind of struggling with like this inherent, like obviously he distrusts Viltrumites because of Omni-Man, but Mark has kind of proven to him like, you know, I totally just flashbanged myself. I'm 100% dead. I just flashbanged myself and killed myself. Yeah, like he dislikes but respects Mark, and I feel like he's moving towards a little bit more liking, if that makes sense. I feel dislikes but respects is a very good jumping point to actually liking him, right? Because like obviously, actually no, sorry, that's a comic thing, so I don't want to bring it up. Because this was in the show when Mark went to the future or whatever. He left Immortal in charge, right? So if he left Immortal in charge, like at some point they probably get along, right? At some point something happens and they get along for whatever reason, because otherwise why would he leave Immortal in charge, you know? So I think we'll see that eventually, right? Them starting to get kind of like each other more. Battle Beast, your new favorite character? Battle Beast is cool. I don't know, Battle Beast doesn't feel like enough of a character yet for me to really have an opinion on him, but I always have a soft spot for just total gremlins who want to murder, and Battle Beast fits that to a T, so I do like him. I'm gonna play this week likely. It's a fun game. I recommend it. Admittedly, I am a very late game player, as in I kind of surpassed the late game. Is that a promise? Yeah, I know. He does. Battle Beast is just aura farming the character, and I love that for him. He's really good in the comics. Out of curiosity, a sample. Did you like just buy the comics, or did you totally legally 100% will definitely legally buy the comics? And if you did the former, if you could send me a link over Discord, I would appreciate that. Because I want to read the comics, but the site I was using had them all out of order, and I kind of screwed up. But no, it's a fun game. Do you like shooter games, Toxic? I know you've done like a lot of like kind of card, like sort of like deck and like strategy type games. So I don't know if you're like super into shooters, but it's a fun one. I will say it's less, I mean, I've played a lot of shooters. I would say as from like a shooter, like the gunplay perspective, I'd probably rate it like a B-, B. I don't think the gunplay does anything outstanding. It's more of the scale and map. It's more of the scale, both in the size of the maps and with the amount of people in a single map. I think that really sells it for me. You did not believe at first when you heard this. It wasn't until you did a news article about a couple weeks ago in a detention facility, which she got pregnant by passing a note through a vent. Really? That's... I don't know. That's crazy to me. That's insane to me, right? Because it's like you have, what do you call it? You have some couples that'll try for like years to have a child and they can't. And then you just have like these random two inmates passing notes with, I assume, the material on it, and that somehow works. Like, you're kidding me. You bought them all legally? How much was it? Was it too much or no? Because I've looked at like individual, because Amazon has like the individual comics, but each individual comic's like $5 or $6. Were you able to find like a box set or something for cheaper? Because I'd totally spend like 60 or 70 bucks on like an omnibus of just the whole thing. I'd be fine with that. But I think there's like 20 something issues. So if it was, you know, getting over 100 is kind of like that's a little bit much from a friend for like 30. Oh, okay. I'll keep looking. I'm sure, actually, I should probably just go to like a comic shop or something. I'm sure I can find one. I'm sure I can find a local one that has them for like a used comic shop that has them for cheap. Yeah, that guy was kind of... That infill was kind of... He shouldn't have tried to hide and be cloaked. He should have just gone in the corner and decloaked so he can maybe get a headshot and kill me. Not the best play from that guy. Especially... I mean, granted, I'm using a Lynx right now. I think there are very few weapons that can kill a Lynx other than another close-range weapon like this. Says you're a waste of material. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't think you're a waste of material, Toxic. I think you're just fine. I think you're quite cool, actually. You seem like a cool dude. So don't let him get you down.
Successfully defended the facility.
Yeah, 100%. That kid would get so much, like... I just couldn't even imagine... I couldn't even imagine being that kid. The only way they could have it worse is if they got one of those Elon Musk names and they're just named, like, EX4... Voyager or something, right? Like they're not they don't have a real person name. They just have like random numbers plus sci-fi reference, you know? Comics are fun, very fun, but you'd be lying if you said all of them were good. Yeah, because like I mean I enjoy reading comics and stuff. Like I enjoy reading manga, and the main reason I've really gotten more into manga than comics is just because I have the Shonen Jump subscription. So it's like, yeah, you can just read like all of like the biggest series for like $3 a month. I'm not a paid shill. I'm trying to phrase this in a way that doesn't make me sound like a paid shill, but it is a really good deal for $3 a month, and then, you know, I can read whatever I want, as much as not technically not as much. There's like 100 chapter a day limit, but I've never hit that in like 2 years of using it, right? So, but like a lot of American comics don't really there doesn't seem to be like an equivalent service for American comics, which is kind of why I haven't gotten into them as much. Some of them conquest fight in a certain fight that you don't want to spoil are really art. The rest just kind of meh. Yeah. I feel really bad killing. I kind of stalked that Heavy Assault, and now seeing that they were a new player is rough. Also, Rocket, do you need any help getting in here, out of curiosity? I don't know where you are. If you're in, are you still in the tutorial, or what's going on? If you have any questions, I want to make sure I help you with them. You have play shooters to hell and back. Nice. I mean, if you want to hop in right now, you can. I'm not going to be running like a super tight squad or anything. Like I'm not going to sweat with dropping you guys, but I'll pick a point and we can all fight together if you want to. You're in the crown. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'll go to the crown and fight you. There is proxy chat. I have it turned off right now, I believe. But I can hear you, but I'm not, what do you call it? I can hear you, but I'm not running it. All right. Are you on my side, or are you trying to kill me, Rocket? Because if you're trying to kill me, if you're trying to kill me, I will duel you with a pistol. I will fight you with a pistol. I'll be kind, but if you're on my oh, there you are. All right. There we go. You are in the squad. You like Battle Beast so much that you have considered getting a tattoo? Interesting. Very interesting. A tattoo of Battle Beast, or like, of like, I don't know if he has like an emblem or something. I haven't seen that yet. I'll be asleep soon for 11-hour shift. That's all right. I appreciate you hanging out, though. I appreciate hanging out. I hope you have a good time. Look at him. Look at him. Ah, he's doing it. The little... Wait, what rank are you? Are you, I'm guessing BR1? Yeah, okay. All right, I'm gonna take you for a joyride, Rocket. I'm gonna take you for a joyride. Hold on. Hold on. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun, actually. This is gonna be very fun. I will say one of my favorite things in this game is you know, messing around with new players. And I mean, as in, like, I take you on little fun adventures. So I'm gonna pull us an aircraft, and you're gonna be my gunner. Yeah, we'll Zephyr it. So you get to fight, you get to go and pilot and shoot with the really big gun. I have not flown a Liberator for literal years at this point, so it may go poorly. Let's just hope for the best. Alright. I'm turning. A tattoo from one of his comics. Nice. Out of curiosity, is there a reason for a no tattoos rule, or is it just kind of like not your thing? Admittedly, I'm sort of hesitant with tattoos, because it's like, on the one hand, I don't have anything against tattoos, right? But I'm very much the type of person who's really indecisive, so I have no idea I have no idea what I would get a tattoo of, right? And I feel like no matter what... Okay, you're on the pad. Let me get a little closer. There we go. All right, it's real simple. When you see them, shoot. I think right-click is thermal vision, so they should light up pretty easily. I'm not certain, though, and we'll head over to Havar. We'll head over to Havar. Oh, we are... Ooh, do you see them down there? If they're down there, let's kill them. We're down there. Ooh, yeah, they're on A. They're on A. All right, let me try and get you an angle. Try and get you an angle on them. Hey, ow. Ow. Ah! Stay away! Oh, we might die. What is that? That's a new ship. I haven't seen that before. Okay. So different strategy. Do you have the spawn at TI Alloys? Do you have the spawn right here, Rocket? If so, I will spawn us a tank here. Oh, you already respawned at the crown? All right. That is good. I'm gonna shepherd you around. I'm gonna hold your hand. You have tattoos? You have rules for them? No tattoos to the face, no corny animals, so like no lion, tiger, butterfly, or don't ever cheap out on them. Yeah, oh, okay, I see. So because it's like a lion type thing, it's like, oh well, it's technically a lion, but it's also a character, so it kind of, yeah, I could see why you might, well, it's like you're sort of having to bend the rules for that. But no, I'm just kind of like, I don't know what I'd get a tattoo of that I'd be like, yeah, I'm fine having this for forever, because I just have such indecision with so many things. I'm gonna do Harasser with you, actually, because I'll show it off. I have the special Harasser armor. It's kind of under some of the stuff. But I think Harasser is my best vehicle, so I can keep you alive in this one. Don't worry, Rocket, I'm coming to get you. You have a couple tattoos. Your biggest on your chest is the World Eater logo from 40K. Nice. How big is it, out of curiosity? Oh, I say I'll keep you alive as I almost flip myself. There he is. Welcome in. All right. So you are currently using a grenade launcher. It does massive damage to infantry, light damage to light armor, so basically other trucks like us and the ATVs. I don't think it does damage to tanks, though, unless they changed it. I don't remember. I don't think they do. All right, so let's head... We're going to head over here, though. That fight over there is bad for us because we will get immediately shot and killed. But over here, a little bit smaller of a fight, so we can do more. Also... Ooh, I don't like that mag rider, so we're going to avoid him. I should be able to avoid him pretty easily. Got the exact measurements, but it covers most of your pec and sternum. Nice. Ooh. Oh, nice. Oh, hold on. I think that... Did you get the credit for that? Very good. Even if you didn't get the credit for it, I'm pretty sure you made him panic into crashing, so that's the good news. Alright. Little ride along. Alright. Let's go up here. He crashed. That's alright. You scared him into crashing, and that's what counts. It's dead middle of your chest. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Out of curiosity, what is it? Just world leaders are your favorite guard faction, or not? Sorry, not guard faction. Legion. I always thought it'd be kind of cool to get like what do you call it? Like a Tyranid, like a Tyranid face, or like with its mouth open, like somewhere on my arm or something. I think that could look kind of cool. Like a just like full roar or something, like maybe like a Carnifex or something. I think it'd look cool, but I'm also like, that is 100% something that I know, even if I really like it, which I probably would, I'd still probably regret it just because I'm so indecisive about these type of things, you know? It's like, there are a decent amount of tattoos out there. I'm thinking, yeah, I could probably like this, but I don't know if I'd like to have it always. Oh, that's bad. So, out of curiosity, are you getting hit markers on that guy? Oh, get out. Oh, why are you here? Because I don't know if we can actually damage that guy. All right. And we're going to swap over here. Am I running stealth? I really hope I am. I did not. I'm running off a harasser loadout from 4 years ago. I don't know if I still have stealth on it. Looked up pre-heresy world eater logo. Nice. Part of me thinks it'd be cool to get maybe like a tattoo of like my dog or something. Oh, I will save you. All right, I took one shot for you. I'm distracted. You can fire on him. I know you got this. All right, gonna C4 him. Oh wait, I'm running tank mines on this loadout. No. All right, hold on. I got the AT though. I got the AT. All right, let's chase him down. Let's chase him down, Rocket. He's running off to try to heal. We're not gonna let him. Don't worry about ammo. I can resupply you. I bet he's right over this hill right here. If we can get over it, I bet we can kill him. Mag Riders are, how do I put it? I'm jealous of their mobility, especially because, well, I guess TR tanks are fast, not mobile. It's easier to describe. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. If I remember correctly. All right, now I think he left. Ah, you almost got him. That was close. All right, follow. Yeah, let's go Let's go towards the big green sky beam. That's where it's at. That's where all the enemies are. You are not friendly. Might take a pot shot at him if he gets a bit closer. I will. Ooh, okay. We can take this guy down. This is a Colossus tank, so, sorry, not Colossus. Is it Colossus? I'm trying to remember what the hell it's called. I want to say Colossus, but that feels wrong. We're gonna try and sneak up behind him. Actually, wait a second first. Let me place mines around him so we can get a lot of damage in him, and then... Alright, so do like... Alright, shoot him! Oh, nice spawn beacon, Nice! That was good. I blew myself up because I didn't get away in time, but that was very good. That was very good because you were able to kill it. And that's why tank mines are kind of busted in this game. All right, let me see if I can... All right. Let me try and get a squad beacon up myself. All right, I'm gonna try and get a squad beacon back here so you can pop in behind him. Maybe we can shoot these guys in the back. All right. Congrats on the level up, by the way. I know you leveled up because I get a little thing when you do because I'm a good squad leader. Are you a guy back here? Where are you? I'm not gonna deal with that fella. All right. Well, there's a bunch of dudes over here, so we're just gonna try shooting them. I have limited rockets, but a lot of hearts. Oh, are they dead? So they got killed. Oh, I think they're running a battle bus, that's why. Huh. I don't see a lot of battle buses. That's cool. Very cool. Alright. Wow. They behind us? Something just shot us right as I went in the map. Something just shot at us. Ooh. Can we get that guy? Almost. Oh, careful. There's a tank behind you that's gonna try and snipe you. All right, you got him. Nice. All right, you're doing it, Rocket. You're killing him. Okay, let's get up here. Yeah, sometimes I try to run up the hills when they don't. I've, what, nearly 3,000 hours in this game, and I still can't tell which hills I can and can't run up sometimes. It's all part of the learning. One of your big reasons you like World Eaters, because they literally a song World Eater by Bolt Thrower. Ooh, I'll have to check it out. I like death metal, but I'm definitely not super well versed in it. Actually, question. This might reveal me as a poser, because I said I like death metal. Does Disturbed count as does Disturbed and Trivium count as death metal or no? Because or is that just regular metal? Because they get a little bit screamy sometimes. They get a little depressing, but I don't know if that's if it meets the criteria. And actually, let me try doing. Is it my 4? No, it's my 5. Oh wait. Oh, Rocket. If you come over to where I'm at, you can actually hit their spawn point from here. Wow. So I did not account for the tank. That's on me. Yeah, like Down with the Sickness, Disturbed. Actually, my first song from Disturbed that I heard was actually their Sound of Silence cover. And I didn't know it was a cover at the time. I'm like, dang, this is really good. And then I heard the original. I'm like, dang, this is really good. They're both really good. I mean, granted, there's definitely an element of I heard the cover first, so it's like recency bias. But I do feel that I wouldn't say I like it. I wouldn't say I like it more than the original. I think I like it more than I would if I think I look at it more favorably, though, because I heard it first, and when I'm comparing. Oh, hello there. Can I break this shield right here is a good question. I don't actually know if I can. Oh, hold on. You're gonna save your rocket. I missed. I'm sorry. I tried to... Oh, wait, you can aim on the turrets now? The one person who wears flak armor in the entire game, and it's when I finally hit someone with the AT turret. I'm so sad. It's nowhere near death metal. They're awesome heavy metal, but not death metal. Yeah, that's what I figured. I was like, I feel like they're pretty, you know, but death metal, like, they're definitely metal, but death metal, I'm not sure, like, kind of where the cutoff for that is. Almost. Can I just come down a little bit? I don't think I'm gonna be able to get a shot on him. Well, at least we got that. We got a snipe on that Sunday. Extreme thrash metal, so thanks Slayer, but even faster and harder to understand. So, okay, so it's a little more like thrash metal. Got it. Okay. I think I know I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. Ooh, I forgot I had this build. This is a fun one. I like the Punisher. I don't use it very often, but every time I do, I'm like, oh, this is why I have it as like one of my preset builds, because it is really fun. Okay. Admittedly, this base isn't it's not lost yet. It's a little rough, but it's not lost yet. Also, it looks it's kind of like a P90. Maybe a more futuristic version. Not me coping trying to find the P90 in every game I play. Ooh. That was... Yeah, I did not do well there. Okay. What am I working with? Compensator, extended magazine. I'm gonna switch that to laser sight and soft point. Switch that to a laser sight. I'm also playing medic now, so I will do my best to keep you alive. Nice. Very nice. Alright, let's get in there. Oh, I forgot. Sorry, I forgot to mark point. Forgot to mark point. By the way, marking point is such a nice feature, and squad leaders never use it. I don't know why. Alright, so I completely missed my C4 there. Completely missed my C4 there, unfortunately. Alright, I know I just swapped off for laser sight. I'm actually going to go with extended magazine because I like the extra ammo, and realistically, like, this is already pretty small hip fire. I don't really need the laser sight on it, I feel. Alright, let's do that. Admittedly, I could also do this build on my engineer. I have a lot of the ASPs, so I can do... Oh, they spawned behind us because they got the spawn. Bummer. Bummer. Alright, where to go? I'm sorry, that was a rough fight to drop you into, Rocket. I apologize. Let me see if I can find something a little bit slower. Alright, do you have a spawn all the way over here at Rashnu Cavern? If so, I think this will be it's a bit smaller scale fight. Should be a bit easier for you. They have really edgy names, like most of the time, like Death Leprosy, Cannibal Corpse, Nile. I think I've heard a Cannibal Corpse song before, I want to say. Because that sounds really familiar. It does sound really familiar. Because it's... Or maybe I just heard the name because I was like, wow, what an outrageous name, right? Because Cannibal Corpse, that's not a name you forget once you hear it. You hear that and you go, oh my. But okay, so I don't think I've heard a lot of like death metal then. I think I just usually do like I guess I stick with like kind of rock or more or just regular metal. Like, trying to think. What are... No, Amaranth is No, that's the streamer. Amaranth is the... That's the streamer name. Who is... Is it... I'm trying to figure out the banding. It's a Swedish... Yeah, no, it is Amaranth. Amaranth is a Swedish... It's a sweet... Okay, no, they're heavy metal. They're heavy metal, not death metal. Okay. According to Wikipedia. I was gonna say, because they're pretty... They scream pretty often and are kind of thrashy, but I don't think they're quite... That's like the most, I think, closest to death metal I've listened to. One of the more popular death metal bands, they're edgy, but they're really edgy. I think, isn't it... What is it? Isn't it Slipknot? That's like... They're very much like, oh, we're like, you know, we're Slipknot or whatever, but they're also like super, super chill dudes. Like I think I saw a thing once. It's like they do like a lot of Make-A-Wish stuff, which is really cool. They do a lot of like charity work, which is cool. I don't know. I mean, I'm not surprised. I think I've like the best kind of, I guess, music community I've been to has been like metal. Granted, there are always those who are like, oh, metal. Let me give you my manifesto for why why the 14th Amendment is a bad thing. But I feel like those people are few and far in between. And generally, oh, he's right there. And generally, every person I've met who's like been into metal and like, you know, plays like in like metal bands and stuff has been awesome. Because I had, what do you call it? Where I went to university had a pretty big music scene, just as like a local music scene. So I met a lot of cool people for that. I don't know, it's just something about metalheads. I guess they channel all the anger. They channel all the anger into the music, and otherwise they're really just having a good time. Die, you. Where are you, Rocket? I'm gonna keep you alive. I'll protect you. Oh, I don't have... Ah! So, that was a guy in a plane. Admittedly, that was a bit unfortunate timing. I might have I thought I had a regular... I have revive grenades, not regular, so I was trying to chuck I chucked a revive grenade at the enemies, which didn't really help. But, maybe I think I hit an ally with it. Alright. This is gonna be good. I believe... Oh, wait, they're back on point. I got a little lost in the sauce with farming over there. I didn't realize we'd lost the point. Genres do metal as a wide range from Black Sabbath. And to... Oh, really? I didn't realize Black Sabbath was do metal. There's just so many... There's so many subgenres within genres. I feel like I'm always behind. I'll listen to something, I'll be like, oh, that's a cool pop song. And it's like, actually, it's city punk. Or, sorry, it's city pop, not regular pop, and I'm like, what's the difference? And it's like, you just know. Or it'll be like, city pop was made in the 80s by this one random Japanese artist, and it only ever got played in a single izakaya for 3 nights only, and it has since had a cult following, you know? And I'm like, man, I don't know all this, but I do like the good music. Also, city pop is also an absolute banger. I was kind of ragging on it, but I do love it. Because it's kind of like the vibe of Eurobeat, but with like more upbeat and poppy. Like not as fast and more like a little bit slower than Eurobeat, but and more with like higher. I don't know if keys is the right word. I don't. You know, you think I did orchestra for what 8 years? You'd think I'd know what it sound pitch maybe higher pitch, if that makes sense. Like it's octave, maybe octave is the right word. Like they're just in general done and a little bit less electric. Well, I can't say less electric because I feel like a good amount of city pop has kind of that like synthy. I guess it's more of a synthy feel instead of like an electric feel. Like I feel like a lot of Eurobeat has maybe more like might have like an electric guitar or like a keyboard, while city pop might be more of like an electric synth. Yeah, I don't know how else I'd describe it. I'm playing a medic. I need to revive people. I'm sorry. I keep thinking I'm playing engineer. So when I see dead bodies, I should probably help them out. I see a dead body, should probably revive the guy that died. Hello, friend. Goodbye, not friend. Ow. Little late on the draw there, pal. Little slow on the draw. As a lot of sub-genres where you're saying about angry people, they really are into metal as well. Been to small punk shows before, it's a mixed bag. I will say, yeah, it's like, I feel like there are kind of always some of those people, but from every punk show I've been to, they've done a pretty good job about like kicking those people out and making like a really nice atmosphere, which is cool. Also, I think growing up, if I had to say, growing up, my two favorite bands were Red Hot Chili Peppers, which are not, I don't think Red Hot Chili Peppers are considered punk, and Blink-182, which is definitely considered punk, right? So like, I really liked a lot of punk. I liked punk growing up, so it has a special place in my heart. If I ever did a karaoke of some kind, which I think it could, here's the thing. I know a lot of people are like, they'll be like, a lot of streamers will be like, oh, I'll do a karaoke, I'm a bad singer, and they're like, not even that they're good, because like, obviously, because like, people who are good at singing will be like, I'll do a karaoke, it's fine. But a lot of streamers will be like, oh, I'll do karaoke, but I'm not good at singing, so I hope you don't mind. And then they'll be like, just kind of fine. They won't be like good, but they won't be bad either. I'm not good at singing. I mean this genuinely. I have no sense of pitch. I have no sense of timing. I cannot sing. The only time I would ever do karaoke is if I'm like, you know, at a bar or something, because everyone is incredibly drunk and won't even be noticing it, right? So it's like, why, you know, karaoke. Why is there an NC guy here? Just gonna let him do his thing. All right. I literally said I was gonna let him do his thing, and then I decided to get killed by him anyways. What can I say? I see enemy, I have to click the button. Because you're really into black metal, and punk, the most notorious. Oh, I haven't heard of that before. I'll keep an eye out for him, because I don't want to interact with that type of stuff. I don't want to... Those people are just the worst after all. Let's switch back to engineer. Back to engineer. But anyways, that's a long way of me saying I'd like to one day do karaoke. I don't think I would do karaoke, but if I did ever do karaoke, it would definitely be for like punk, so I'd probably just do like a bunch of Blink-182, because I feel like those are songs I could probably do okay. I could probably do Blink-182, I could probably do Enema of State and What's My Age Again like decently well in a karaoke. So that's the only one I would do. Unfortunately, our spawn points are gone. However, we do have spawn points at the Crown, so Rocket, whenever you die... No pressure. If you could stay alive and take back that base as a one-man army, I would love to see it. But in the slightly more likely event that that's not how it goes down, feel free to spawn at the Crown. Maybe not, though, actually. Maybe not. It's not going so hot here. Thought it'd be going a little better. Jeez. That sucks. That is... I'm gonna be real. That feels like a little bit of an is oxymoron the right word? Contradiction probably be a better word, because it's like punk is very much about sticking it to the man. And I feel like being like, oh yes, oppressive government, that's terrible to everyone around me that's not part of this singular in-group. Oppress them harder. That doesn't feel very punk to me. That doesn't feel very punk, which is interesting. But then again, losers co-opting something to sound cooler isn't anything new. No, I think we're a little past compromised at this point. All right. Yeah, kill assist. Actually, no, don't do that. I'm used to, what do you call it? I'm used to reloading. I will say, favorite change they made, letting you put attachments on directive weapons. I know that's not like a recent change, but it's a change that happened at some point. And I'm a big fan of it, purely because I can now put an extended mag on my carve, or on my butcher. Ah! I should have just tried to stab him. He went for the knife. Getting to put extended mags on the butcher is actually such a game changer. Such a game changer, and I love it. All right, losing the crown's kind of a... Okay, I could give up the crown. I am not giving up Quartz Ridge Camp. I refuse. I refuse. Quartz Ridge Camp is the very first place it's the very first map I ever played in Planetside. I refuse to lose Cordridge Camp to those spandex wearing infiltrators on the VS. Although, if they do take it, then I get to begin my favorite thing ever, which is the fight between Quartridge Camp and Indoor Excavation is it's peak Planetside. It's everything I love about the game. It's just a bunch of like open field and cover, massive vehicle columns going between here. It's peak. It's so peak. I just love everything about it. All right, where are you, Rocket? I will go to where you are, though, Rocket. I will go to where you are. I'm just kind of hopping around all over the place. I do apologize. That's kind of hard to keep up with. If you have any questions or anything, please let me know, and I will help.
The facility's lost.
Rashnu Watchtower is interesting. I have not interested a Rashnu Watchtower fight. Now, that is not something I've seen in a long time. Okay, well, I haven't really seen anything in a long time because I haven't played the game for like 6 months, but you know what I mean. I feel like because you usually don't get past Howling Pass, those really not, what really was not the time to, was really not the time to go into the map there. But I feel like when you push from the south, you don't really get past Howling Pass, and when you push from the north, you don't usually get past Ennis Material or Crimson Bluff. Just because they're such a pain to take. Which is kind of ironic because, well, at least Crimson Bluff, obviously, it's a 3-pointer. That's hard to take. But Ennis Material, I feel shouldn't be so difficult. But I guess because it is right next to Crimson Bluff, you can really easily get really just any vehicles from Crimson Bluff to go into Ennis Material. And it's really easy to flank and kill the spawns. If you already have Crimson Bluff, though, I imagine Ennis Material is much, much easier to take because you don't have to worry about that flank from the west. Terminology used to mean Norwegian black metal, but it got adopted with an S slapped on the end. Oh, okay. Yeah. Transformed it into that against what most people wanted. Yeah. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Sounds like a bunch of jerks ruining a good... Well, it doesn't sound like they had the best rep initially, but still. Co-opting any, anything for a movement like that is reprehensible. Yeah, exactly. Hijack what people like. Like, that's how you know something. That's how you know that their whole ideology is just god awful, because they can't make their own cool stuff. They always have to steal things that other people like. I don't want to die here. I'm gonna go right here, actually. Where are you? Oh, I thought it was an emissary. It's a pilot. My bad. I was holding it down. I'm like, why am I not getting the shot off? Ooh, can I? All right, here, Mr. Papa Meat. I'm missing all my shots. I feel, granted, I think that guy's let's see. He is wearing default gear. I'd feel kind of bad to snipe him, but I also want certs. I'm gonna get, ow. Okay. I deserve that. I deserve that. I was staying way too out in the open. Where? You dead? Can't tell if that guy died or not. Let's hope he did, because otherwise I'm getting shot in the back. Rippy King. Yeah, you can see, this is why I don't snipe, guys. You can see, this is why I don't use sniper rifles. I'm terrible at it. I'm terrible at it. Ow. All right, yeah, this is a redeploy moment. I'm good. I tried. That's what matters. I tried. I tried my best. And in the end, it didn't even matter. All right, let's go over here. I'm with you, Rocket. I'm with you. I got you back. I've got you back. Ooh, okay, actually, yeah, this is construction. I will say, I love the new construction stuff they added. It's really cool. I do wish they allowed snapping, though. I understand why they don't let, what do you call it, construction snap. Because then I guess it would make the bases, like, too, impervious. But, man, it hurts my soul when I go and I look at, like, when I look at a base and there's just, like, small gaps for people to run into, even though you try to clog it up with walls. It just hurts me a little on the inside. Maybe in Planetside 3, if we ever get that, we'll get the ability for construction to snap. I'll admit, construction was kind of a weird thing. I really don't. Here's the thing. I really enjoy construction, but just like with the, I guess, type of game it is, I never really thought construction would be something they would add. right? It just doesn't feel super pre-construction. The idea of being able to construct bases, it didn't, at least to me, didn't feel super Planetside. And then they put it in, and I mean, I didn't go in being like, oh, I'm gonna hate this. I went in actually really excited about it. Kind of fun fact about me, when I logged in and they're like, okay, construction updates today, I literally jumped out of my chair and ran around my house in like laps because I was so excited and I had so much energy. And I did that the entire time while the update was downloading, however many years ago that was. Rocket, no! All right, they've got a Sunday right there, so I'll mark it with smoke. Hopefully we can kill this guy. Oh, we're at B point. Okay, I was wondering how they got a spawn tube this close. And really like they do with your punk scene. It's the reason you're a normie now. Nothing wrong with that. I know, right? I don't know. I just got really excited as a kid. So I was like, oh, this is so fun. And it was fun. I understand why they got rid of the hive system. I do. But man, do I really miss it. Because, like, you know, by the end, it really was. By the end, people really weren't using it. They were mostly just placing down hives and forgetting about it to cause the continent lock alert to start. But though, that first week with the hive system and construction, where everyone was making mega bases and trying to defend them, I think has been my favorite. I think that is my favorite Planetside. I think that's the most I've ever enjoyed the game. Alright, he doesn't see me. You don't see me. You don't see me. All right, he doesn't see me. The hive system, for those of you who don't know, either because you have never seen this game until today, or because you're a new player, was basically this thing where you would go and construct a base, and then you construct a central structure called a hive, and in order to cause the continent lock alert to start, you had to go and have your hive stay alive for a certain amount of time to generate a certain amount of points. And it was really, really fun. And the farther in enemy territory it was, the faster you would generate points. So if you built a hive at like this spot right here with Series Biotech, you would get a ton of points. However, you could build pretty much anywhere. Like I know a popular spot used to be right up here on this plateau right here. Another popular spot would be right here on this kind of raised plateau, because you have all this around the edges. You also have the impact site right here, so it's kind of hard for people to flank you from this entire east side. But they're dangerous, right? Because sure, you know, you can find some pretty well defended spots, but also you're gonna be near the warp gate because that's where you get the most points. What you could do is you could place the hive like right here, so that you get the credit for being right next to the warp gate, but most of your defenses are kind of farther back, because it's not like unheard of to be like Indarcom, Dhaka Southern, Dhaka Pump, and then have a kind of resupply area right here to maintain control. So it wouldn't be super hard to be able to place a hive here and keep it alive, even though it was technically on the warp gate. Anyways, that's just me reminiscing. Same with like if you had Mao Southwest, like it's not hard at all. It is not hard at all to go from Palisade to Briggs to Mao Southwest and then build a base in this little gap right here, but just make sure your actual hive structure itself was in this, just barely on this hex right here to make it in crater firing, and bam, you're on the warp gate and getting massive points while you're in a fairly defensible spot, not actually that far from your front lines. So little stuff like that. Back in the day. Sound like an old fogey for saying that. But, no. Let's see. Crown fight is a bit rough. Admittedly, Crimson Bluff. I'm trying to kind of find defensive fights, because I like defending. I kind of want to fight NC. I feel like we spent most of the stream fighting VS, and I don't want to fight VS anymore. Alright, I'll head to Crimson Bluff. I'll see if I can save that. I'll see if I can light assault over to Charlie. Maybe get a little sneaky behind him. Bum-ba-da-bum. Alright, I mean, they'll probably have a couple. It's really gonna just... Actually, we already have one guy going along the bridge. It's gonna be, yeah, if these guys right here are shooting at me, which they are. So, yeah, trying to sneak along that way, maybe not the best idea I've had. Get A. Go, you can do that, I'm sure. I don't know why I ran out there. That was a death sentence. That was not a good decision on my part, I tell you what. All right, I'm coming back to you, Rocket. I'm coming back to you. Gonna throw it right back to you. Sometime, and say maybe. That's Wonderwall, right? I think that's Wonderwall. This is gonna sound fake, but I assure you it's true. I think I've only ever heard the full version of Wonderwall like once. The rest of Wonderwall I hear is just through cultural osmosis with the like maybe, you know what I mean? That's it. I will save you, Rocket, or not. I might just die. I think I'm actually just gonna die. I tried to save you, Rocket. I'm sorry. I failed to save you. I did my best. Just wasn't quite good enough. Oh, VS have a Bastion now. Oh, the NC one died. I didn't realize. Oh, rip them. That's 50 purple stuff gone. I think the Bastions take 50 purple. Hey, don't do that. Don't make me get my striker. Don't get me make my striker out. Ooh, careful, there's a guy behind us. Rocket. Oh, he's got a shotgun, so be careful. You got him. You got him. Oh, you almost got him. I saw you break his shields. Yeah. Shotguns are... I mean, it's kind of any game. Welcome in, gents. I hope you're doing good. Welcome, welcome. You like TRAA tank, even though they're nerfed it? Yeah, you're more than welcome to pop in, Gentle. I'm just vibing and chatting. I'm not really doing, like, any dedicated leading stuff. Just kind of hanging out. Hope you're doing good, though. Welcome in. You can see I'm kind of just getting my butt kicked while yapping at chat. Yeah, TRAA is the tank. I'm trying to remember what the unique AA for TR is. I know the, what is it? The cycler? Whatever the... Hold on, I need to find this now. The... Where is it? If I get a Prowler... The... Do I not have Gatekeeper anymore? I definitely bought the Gatekeeper. I wonder if they refunded it at some point. You have an obligation at the moment? All good. All good. Well, hope you're having a good time. Oh, the Lightning AA. Yeah. No, they nerfed the Sky... Is it Sky Ranger? Skyguard, that's what it is. They nerfed the Skyguard so many times. They have nerfed it so many times. No, I was there. I was there when Gatekeeper was broken. When Gatekeeper was overpowered. And I was like, I felt so powerful. And also really sad when they nerfed it. Because I'll admit, I have a little bit of a TR victim complex. I'm the type of person who will complain about the Beetlejuice. And asking, why don't we get anything that good? Oh, behind you, Rocket, there's an infiltrator, careful. They hate your Skyguard, you can't even get light air with it? Yeah. The problem with the Skyguard is that you basically... Oh, thank you for the revive. I do appreciate it, Rocket. Unfortunately, they were jerks and snuck up on you. Skyguard doesn't work as a way to kill things, it works as a way to deter things, right? Like, you're never going to be able to do enough DPS in a short enough time frame to actually kill something with the Skyguard. All you're going to do is basically tell the air to piss off. If they decide not to piss off, then you can kill them. But that's not usually what happens. They're normally like, oh, okay, I need to leave now because I'm dying. So, yeah, I'm with you. And, I don't know, it's a hard strike balance to strike, because obviously you don't want something that can just completely shut... Well, actually, I don't know. I feel like if you go through all the investments of getting like a tank specifically for anti-air at the expense of everything else, it should be able to lock down an area from air, like, fairly well. You know what I mean? You kill things, you can't even kill infantry. Oh, really? I didn't even realize you can't kill infantry anymore. That is rough. Because with Skyguard, it kind of sucked. It was, just couldn't do anything to armor. Used to be okay-ish against air and okay-ish against infantry, but if you lose the ability to harm with infantry, That makes things rough. Makes things very rough. What is shooting? Oh, that's not good. I mean, we've got repairs on it, so it should be fine. Just kind of annoying. He's not dead, you know. That guy was not dead. I don't know why our ally stopped shooting at him. All right, I'm gonna be greedy, gonna be greedy. I want the bounty. Ah, oh, I'm so dead. Woo! Oh, but now I'm dead from over here. All right, pop my heal, and we're good. Gunship can kill it before they can kill them. Really? As much as I want to say that's bad, when was the last time you genuinely saw someone use a Liberator, though? You know, I feel like being able to pilot a Liberator is a lost art at this point with how rarely I see people do it. I feel bad. That was definitely overkill to kill a little BR3 medic. I did not need to hit him with the C4. That was I'm sorry. I'm sorry, BR3. Tank Buster's always been busted though. So it's not shocking to me to hear that it's still a little busted. But now it's just there's nothing to like counter its bustedness. I do love Liberators. The problem with Liberators is that unlike a Harasser, which you can kinda just pilot on your own, you can just kind of pilot as your own and just stop and shoot things while stationary. You can't really do that. Actually, I wouldn't take that revive rocket. That's a bad revive. I'm sorry. You can't really do that with the Liberator because if you stop piloting it, then you just plummet because you fall out of the air. Going to call here. All good. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I hope you had fun, Rocket. I hope you had a good time. I hope you have a wonderful sleep as well. Yeah, we're just kind of... I think I'll stay till the end of the alert. Like I said, this is going to be a bit of a shorter stream regardless. That's why we're doing Planetside instead of a city builder, because I do want to get into Noble Fates. I do, and we will, but given that I already had to push stream time back by like 2.5 hours, I just figured I wouldn't have enough, and that I'm going to go a little bit shorter tonight. We just wouldn't have enough time for me to really... I like with city builders, I like to have like 5 or 6 hours to really get into it, you know? I feel like I spend so much time I feel like I can spend 2 hours just on the setup before I even get through like the first in-game season. So, you know, for a shorter stream, it just didn't really work out. Hello there. Oh wait, you're not on my side. That was not an ally there. All right, let me throw this down. Oh, ah, grenade! No, grenade! No! Stop throwing grenades at me! Grenade. Ooh, what was that? Love plasma heart grenade. That's kind of cool. Oh wait, that's an ally. My bad. All right, just hold down the trigger. Just hold down the trigger. Just hold down the trigger. I can do it. I can save the day. Ah. I'm gonna try to get C4 off. Oh, throw it. How did I not kill anybody with that? There we go. Missed the first one, but got a kill with the second one. That counts. It's gotta count for something then. I'm not taking that revive though, because then I'll just die. I'll try to save Aladdin. I'm not gonna go into the biolab because I do not like biolab fights. I'll admit it. You know what? It's been 10 years and I'll still say I'm a biolab hater. I'm a biolab hater. I don't think you can, I'm not trying to shit on the devs here, but I just don't think you can make biolabs fun. I hate to say, they're too enclosed, they're too cramped. I don't think they can be. Anyways, that's just me being a hater for the most part. I do like, especially because, I don't know, I will say I just have a preference for like bigger, more open maps in general. Like for instance, Nanite Systems, Nanite Subterranean, that was hell. That was hell. So glad they got rid of that. So like, I guess I like the big open maps. So I wouldn't take that as like constructive criticism. That's just me being a hater and you should ignore it. That's just me being a hater. After all, sometimes you gotta be a little bit of a hater, right? And we might lose this. This is a really close one, I'll admit. It's a good fight. Let's try chucking up here. Can I get him on the layup? Yes! Ah, sorry, that was loud. I love sky. I don't know what I'm sure there's a proper term. I just call it sky grenading, when there's a guy on like an elevation above you, so you just chuck the grenade right up at the air and then it hits them when it comes back down. Oh, I love it when it works. It's such a good feeling. Such a good feeling. Oh, let me move the squad. Unless anyone else want to, I mean, I'm not really running a squad. I'm just kind of messing around. But if you want to hop in for the free squad XP, feel free. I'll get you in, yeah. Oh, don't get shot. Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, I think they got the base. They did. They did, unfortunately. And I got killed by a friendly. I'm not playing NC. Why am I having all these friendly fire deaths? You'll be busy. Yeah, that's no problem. That's no problem. I appreciate you just hanging out here. Out of curiosity, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing? Are you in like a D&D game, or are you in like an MMO raid, or what else are you working on? I'm just gonna pretend like that Sunder doesn't exist, and he's gonna pretend like I don't exist, and we're gonna go into Palisade. Palisade, how do I feel about Palisade? I'd say like 6 out of 10 base. It's not my favorite. It's no Mao Southwest, but it's still fun. It's fun enough at any rate. I like how there's multiple avenues in. It definitely feels like it's a more defender-friendly base than attacker-friendly. Which is probably why I'm a little bit... Huh? Oh, they're at Briggs. No wonder that Sunday wasn't here. I would say, yeah, like it's no like you have, like, because you have Galaxy Solar, you have Briggs, you have Mouse. Like these 3 bases right here are honestly some of my favorites. And then you get up to the Palisade on the lattice, and it's like, I don't want to be mean, because it's not a bad base, but it's just, you know, when you have platinum next to gold, does it shine with the equal luster? I don't think so. I don't think so. Tabletop game? Ooh, which one, out of curiosity? Anything cool? Tell me about it. He's Max using lockdown? That is something I haven't seen for a while. Oh, he's got the rockets. I'm in a bit of trouble. Yeah. That was a rough one to try and get close to. Part of me wants to go heavy and just slap that guy with a striker, but I think I'll just try keeping NG. Again, I like NG. I like it. I like, it's just a fun... I like the main thing, I just like having deployable cover. Deployable cover is... I'm not using it as much as I should be, but it's just such a nice thing to have. Looks like something that lightning... Yeah, exactly. Like, this would be a perfect for a lightning AA. It 100% would be. I think the Valkyrie did get either killed or just left, but yeah, it's like it's the perfect time for one. That's kind of why I hesitate with Skyguard Lightnings though, is because they are very like they are very specific, right? Like you can only really use them against air, so like once this guy is gone, it's like, well, now what? I could, you know, I guess I could drive to like another fight and hope there's air there to shoot, but it's a little less versatile, so I'm always kind of like, do I really want to spend the nanites on it, or do I really want to then spend the time to go and, you know, hopefully drive to a fight with that hopefully has air, that type of thing. Drive them around to guard stuff, yeah. Like, I feel like I'm too... Or I think I'm a little too zoomer-brained in that regard, because I'll be like, I don't want to drive around looking for the fight, I just want to kill. Like heavies? Ooh, okay. I could see that. Yeah, heavies, how do I feel about heavy assault? Here's the thing. I think heavy assault gets a bad rap. Oh, if you see a bunch of heavy tanks, you just follow them around. Yeah, exactly. It's always, I do enjoy getting, it is always fun with, like, when you find, like, a little armor column. Sometimes I'll do kind of a similar thing with, what do you call it? I'll do sort of a similar thing with a repair Sunday. I'll just get a repair Sunday, find some armor, and just go around with him for a while. But I thought you were just talking about heavy assault. Heavy assault, I think heavy assault gets a bit of a bad rap. Because here's the thing. Heavy assault is just Actually, maybe it's not anymore, but when I played pretty heavily, it just was the best class. The extra health from your overshield meant that 9 times out of 10, not 9 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, if you were a very good player and you were fighting your average player, the average player, you would win, right? Because as a very good player, you're going to be very good at getting headshots. So you have a very high chance to kind of outlast the average player if you just happen to miss one or two. So because of that, a lot of the very good players would only play Heavy Assault, or they would mostly play Heavy Assault, right? So because all the really good players were playing Heavy Assault, they were also just really good. So then a lot of people were like, oh, Heavy Assault is overpowered because I keep getting killed by them instantly. And it's like, yeah, Heavy Assault is good, don't get me wrong. It is good, but it was kind of like, I think the bigger reason why people were like dying so much to them was because it was the meta pick, so the really good people were the ones more likely to play it. So there's a more likely chance that when you were killed by Heavy Assault, you were actually getting killed by a high-level good player. I say this as a high-level not good player. I say this as someone who has far too many hours and far too little skill in this game. So because of that, I remember for a long time, there's like a lot of people were very angry with how the Heavy Assault class was balanced. I don't know if they've rebalanced. Like, I've been kind of disconnected from Planetside for, I'd say, the past 2 years or so. So maybe they rebalanced them or something. I know they've tried to rebalance them a couple of times. I don't think any of them were particularly successful. I think Heavy Assaults are decent though, because it's kind of like, you remember where Purple Boys being broken strong with their guns? Yeah, and I think that's all. Honestly, that's also part of the reason why, because the broken gun, right, was the Heavy Assault, was the Orion. Well, Orion, it wasn't the Orion, it was the Betelgeuse, which was the special reward gun you get for getting 1160 kills on 5 LMGs. That was broken, and I'm trying really hard to try and objectively be like it, you know, try and be like, oh, it was really broken and it needed to be nerfed. Realistically, I think it was kind of OP, but not like insane, not as bad as everyone made it out to be. But because of that, that was also because people wanted to use the Orion to use the Betelgeuse. To use the Betelgeuse, you have to play a Heavy Assault, and also to unlock the Betelgeuse, you have to Araxium 5 guns. By the time you have Araxium 5 guns, you're probably a decent enough player compared to, like, you know, your average player, right? So then it's just this combo of you have really good people playing Heavy Assaults with a really good meta weapon that end up making people feel the class is overpowered. And like, the class, don't get me wrong, the class is strong, right? The class is strong. Especially if you're not very good at landing headshots against your enemies, then yeah, you're gonna struggle fighting even a halfway decent Heavy Assault, or even a bad Heavy Assault. You're still gonna struggle. I skilled like what, 2-3 Heavy Assaults there. It wasn't impossible. So I think they're fine. And it's like, you know, you're always gonna have like a good class. I think I'd rather have a good class. The heat mechanic on the Betelgeuse is, yeah, exactly. I agree, Bean. Also, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Is that I personally think with the Betelgeuse, like, you know, stats are kind of fine, but the heat mechanic is just, it's just good. It's just really, the fact that you don't need ammo because you use heat is kind of crazy, because it just gives you so much survivability during longer fights because you don't have to worry about running out of ammo. I've sort of solved that problem in my own way by just slapping extended mags on the Butcher, because it is very rare I fire enough bullets before I die to need to reload the Butcher. However, that's only because they now let you put attachments on their Axiom weapons. I don't know when that changed. Like, I've been disconnected from the game, I'd say, for the past probably 2 or so years, so I don't know when they let you start putting attachments on the Axiom weapons. But before that, then yeah, the Betelgeuse definitely had such an edge on it, because also, I think especially comparing it to the other LMGs, it was like the NC one was when they reworked directive guns. Oh, okay, nice. I'm glad they did. I'm glad they did. The Butcher actually feels a lot better and fun to use now. Because Butcher was, what do you call it? Butcher didn't feel great. I never got the God Sauce, so I can't say how that one felt. I can't say how that one is. And then Betelgeuse was very fun to mess around with. Admittedly, I didn't spend all that much time on VS. I guess all that much time comparatively to like the, I don't know, 3,000 hours or whatever I'm at for TR. A couple of years ago now. That sounds about right. Made directive guns. Yeah, exactly. Like, directive guns actually being something I want to use is cool. Because, like, I love the directive guns. I love the, I love my DMR. Where is it? Where are you? Yeah, DMR. It's such a cool gun. And being able to put attachments on it now makes it, like, actually better. I also just think battle rifles are cool. I think battle rifles are super underrated in this game just for general use. I feel like I rarely see people use them. Alright, I kinda stole that max kill. Oh geez, where did you come from? Out of curiosity, what faction do you play, Bean? I like to see what other people are playing. I definitely a TR player. Definitely a TR player. Your folks use them quite a bit. Really? Oh, okay. I guess I'm just misremembering, yeah, because I feel like 2 or 3 years ago when I last played, I very rarely saw people with battle rifles. I'm glad that it sounds like they made a comeback because I just think they're cool. There's their main, but you have characters on all factions. Same. It's DMR is like, look at that. 2 headshots, gone instantly. If it wasn't for the jackhammer in the back, probably could have killed the 3rd guy as well. It's just, especially the what do you call it? The DMR 99 especially just feels super, super good. I can't remember exactly how it's better than the AMR. I can't remember exactly stat-wise how it is, but it's like AMR I already love. DMR just takes that and makes it even better. Or maybe it's like the, not Pavlov, he's the dog guy. The, I don't know, Brownie Vision? That doesn't sound right, but like, because I want it to be good, I enjoy it better. Maybe it's not actually better than the AMR, and I'm just kind of coping. But it does, I think it feels really good. There we go. It also, actually, I'm gonna switch to shotgun here. Alright, gonna chuck a grenade. Oh, I was not in the right spot for that. Yeah. I was not in a good spot for that. I'll see if I can kill this Sunday. Actually, I don't need to be in a squad anymore. I will leave squad. Don't wanna, what do you call it? What's the word? Clog up the squad menu at all. And let me repair you. Oh, geez, this guy got hurt. Yeah, I will say, Gentle, you mentioned earlier the anti-air, the Skyguard. I kind of feel like I prefer the, I think I prefer the Burster Max to the Skyguard. Because if you want, you can then just go and refit it with regular guns to kill infantry. And I don't know, I think Maxes are a bit more cool. I just think they're neat. Okay, so that's a bit of a problem. Ow! Ow! Maxes are neat? Yeah. Best part of TR infantry? Agreed. I know I kind of memed earlier. I was like, someone actually using lockdown, but using lockdown in a good position is actually such, it feels so good when you actually when you can actually like just, you really just lock down a spot. Sorry, I said lockdown like 5 times there. Like that was hip fire with a battle rifle and it wasn't like super inaccurate, you know? Okay, realistically, I probably should have aimed there and I could have killed him, but I'm gonna, what can I say? I just love the DMR. Actually, we've been talking about a max. Let's pull a max. I've not done a max yet today. I've not pulled a max yet today. I know it's kind of cringe to pull a max, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna dual mercy it. Actually, I'm gonna dual pounder. What am I talking about? They're right there. Let's dual pounder them. If their Sunday is right there, then dual pounders is kind of... Oh, not the clown. Not the clown horn afterwards. The disrespect. I know I said this game makes me toxic. And I feel like that right there, a younger chatters would have might have rage quit is a very strong word. Might have had some choice words upon what just occurred. What can I say? I used to get a little salty in this game. It's just because I love it so much. We are also losing Howling Pass in 2 minutes. I wasn't really paying attention to the clock. Realistically, I should still have the, yeah. Just say I should still have the fall damage immunity. Fun fact, if you take the pads, or if you use a jump pad and then one of the jump pads and then fall off the top of a building, you have fall damage immunity for, I want to say a solid 2 to 3 seconds, so you can jump right off it. Yeah, I saw that, Bean. That's kind of why I decided to come back, because I want to participate in that. I think it'll be really fun, and I want to not do terribly, so I need to grind my way back into Planetside shape. You know what I mean? Which side are you gonna go for? Is it really 5 seconds? Yeah, I could see it. One thing that you can also do that I'm always a fan of is with Light Assault Drifters and slingshotting yourself, which surprisingly not a lot of people seem to know about. Actually, well, again, my info's 2 to 3 years out of date. Like, watch, I can probably get back up there. Go, and right back up to up here from the jump pad. It's just, ow, oof. I didn't realize they had snipers watching this. I always enjoy it. I don't know, what do you think about the merge announcement? I mean, obviously, you know, you see server merger and you're like, that's not good. But, I mean, right now, you know, decent amount of fights. It's only one continent, but there's still a decent amount of fights here. I think it's always like doom and gloom, they're merging the servers, a game is dying. I think it's fine. I think the game probably has a couple years left regardless. If the game died every time, if I had $1 for every time I saw someone say the game's going to die from XYZ change, I would be a millionaire. You know what I mean? Yeah, exact. Like, I think it'll juice the pop a bit. I think Planetside as a game doesn't really get a lot of new players, but I feel that the people who still play it, if that makes sense. It feels like it's pretty... It at least feels like it's pretty stable. So, I don't know. It might juice the pop a bit. I think it'll probably kind of just fall back to where it was and then kind of hang here for the next couple of years. I mean, I guess that'll save development cost, or save, you know, maintenance costs because you only have the one server. But yeah, it's unfortunate. I think that's the biggest, that's Planetside's biggest weakness and its biggest strength, is that it's an open world where you can just encounter anybody, right? Because I think it's a really good strength because you have a, you know, you can play with really high level players, you can get in really good squads, you can just play in these massive battles, which I think are the big selling point. But it's also its biggest weakness in that you're also playing against all these vets, right? Which means, you know, a BR3 playing against, you know, a triple prestige or whatever, BR 120, never gonna win that fight. Never gonna win that fight. We shutting down? I'm gonna be real. I don't even know. I didn't know who actually owned Planetside. I don't know who owns Planetside. I know it's gotten sold like 5 times in the past couple of years or something. So hearing they're shutting down is unfortunate. That kind of sucks. So is the game, I guess, is the game gonna be discontinued? That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Maybe we'll get Planetside 3. I don't think we will, but I hope so. I would hope so, because it is just... Planetside is by far the most unique game I've ever played. Once they're done with the contract work, that'll be it. Really? That's unfortunate. Have they said if the game is going to be shelved or just, like, not get any content updates? No one knows what'll happen? I mean, I guess there's always a chance that they just, you know, maintain the servers and fix bugs, which is something. Plenty of old games still have their servers running. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, because Planetside is just such a unique experience of a game. The closest there is, I would say, is Battlefield, just because of the scale, and even then, it just doesn't feel the same. It just doesn't feel, Battlefield doesn't feel the same in like a not as good way to me, you know? Especially like with, you know, 2042 flopping as hard as it did. It's definitely just, yeah. Planetside, it feels like a one of a kind, and it's unfortunate that I don't think we'll see a game like this in a very long time again. Yeah, maintenance mode, I'm sure we'll get maintenance mode at a minimum. Maybe, who knows? I mean, if the server, you know, server merge might bring in a bunch of really big fights that sparks popularity and a lot of people come back. You never know. You know, that's pretty copium of me to say, but I can dream. All right, drop this, and then I died. Yeah, exactly. It's just so unique. I think part of the problem. Well, if this game was made by any other studio except Sony originally, except for Sony Online Entertainment, I think it would be way more successful. I know it's kind of like basic to be like, oh yeah, Sony kind of killed it, but like, okay, Sony did not do this game any favors, especially like, I don't know if you know this, but apparently Sony Online Entertainment, like the games division, like the games, you know, like their game studio that made this was under their music division, like in the broader scope of the company, which is just like managerially, I don't know, like how are you supposed to go to like your bosses, you know, to like your executive of your like department and be like, hey, you know, like we're thinking of proposing this, this, and this for the game, and this is the direction we want to move in, and then they hit you with the, bro, I just make music, you know, like that just sounds terrible. All right, I don't think I got the max in that, unfortunately, but I did get his pocket NG. So, you know, what could have been? What could have been? Planetside Arena probably didn't help. I will say, I enjoyed Planetside Arena. I played, you know, I played when they had like the beta. Did they have a beta or did I just play early on? Whatever. I did play a decent chunk of Planetside Arena. I enjoyed it. I think the idea of a battle royale where you have, you know, a battle royale where you have teams where you have large teams like 10 to 20 is a fun concept, and it was fun. I think the idea of adding vehicles was also pretty fun, if not a little broken. But, you know, trying to make a battle royale game at the height of the battle royale craze without anything to really set you apart is just, it was never gonna work. It was never gonna work. And again, Sony. Actually, was that Sony or Daybreak? I don't remember. It did do a beta. We don't talk about Planetside Arena. I played a lot of battle royales. As a battle royale, it was fine. It was a solid B- as a battle royale. The problem is when you make a B- battle royale at the height of the battle royale craze, you're not going to get any traction. I'm trying to think, have any battle royales even come out recently and gotten big? I can't really think of any. I feel like the meta has moved. Honestly, I feel like I feel like the meta has moved towards survival crafting games from big companies. But I don't know. I'd have to think, because most of what I'll admit, most of what I play now are indie games. Yeah, exactly. Trying to catch a craze is always a bad idea, and when you don't really offer anything unique aside from, you know, bigger teams and vehicles, you're just not. Because it's like Planetside fans aren't gonna play it, so you have to attract a new fan base. But new fans aren't gonna look at Planetside Arena and get overly excited about it, from what I remember of it, right? So it was just kind of doomed to fail. Yeah, like Apex is the most recent large battle royale I can think of, and Apex is pretty old. Apex is also really old, so like, I don't know. I personally, I want to see the market shift towards everyone making map painting games. I love Stellaris and Crusader Kings and Hearts of Iron and all of the Paradox map painters. I want to see the market move towards those being like the big thing, so I can get a whole bunch of companies, you know, trying to innovate and make the next big map painter game, and I have all these cool new map painter games to pull from and play. But it's never. I don't think it's gonna happen, unfortunately. I don't think it will. Maybe one day. But yeah. No, Planets. It's just such a unique game, and it's unfortunate it never caught on. It's granted. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like why it didn't. Because I mean, I remember there's a pretty big marketing push, and a lot of like a lot of big people played it. I remember. I think one of the first kind of YouTubers I got into was Level Cap, and that was because he played a lot of Planetside when it first came out, right? I haven't seen his videos in years, so I don't know if he still plays it, but like there was, but I know I think he is like a fairly big YouTuber still, right? So like, you know, there's a lot of a lot of big like people playing it. It had a pretty big marketing push. I don't know why it just didn't have as much staying power. I mean, granted, I'm saying staying power. It's like what, a 13-year-old game at this point? That is more than 99.9% of games. So, Planetside 2 has had a very good run, I would argue. I would argue it has had a very good run. Planetside 2, sorry, PS2. I like to shorten it. Going on 13. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's going on 13. Like, it's, you know, that has lasted longer than the vast majority of games out there. Especially because it's like, you know, community isn't as big as it used to be. But it's also a Tuesday night, and I have not had any trouble finding fights ranging from 1 to 12 to 96 plus tonight at all. So I think that stands pretty well. Yeah, exactly. It's like, you know, you're like, someone might be like, oh, it's not as big as it used to. The fact that we can say that it's still going on, though, is, you know, insanely good. Which is why I'm always kind of like, you know, there are obviously things that have happened, like updates and stuff in the past that I maybe wasn't the biggest fan of, but I still think the game has done very well. All right, on that maybe kind of optimistic note, I think I'm gonna head out. It is about 11. Jeez, it's 11:30. I was gonna get off at 11, but I wanted to see the end of the alert. So, outro time, I guess. Hope you all had a good time. Oh, thank you for following, Bean. I appreciate it. I do want to let you know now, I don't really do Planetside or like shooters in general. This was just kind of a one-off thing just because I was, you know, feeling a little tired today. Just wanted to kind of kick back and shoot some mans. I mostly do strategy games. I appreciate you following. And if that's not your cup of tea, I totally understand. Just want to make sure you know what you're getting into. But yeah, I guess outro stuff, huh? So it is, what do you call it? But yeah, we do a lot. Hi, my name's Shatters. I stream a lot of strategy simulation games, that type of stuff. And I am very tired and completely forgetting my outro stuff. Right, Discord. Oh, also raid. We're gonna be raiding into Yuna because she raided us the other day. She raided us as I was about to raid into her, so I'm gonna make sure I get her this time before she raids into me. So, hi, my name is Chatters, and I stream video games. If you enjoy hanging out while I play games, please feel free to follow. If not, it's all cool. Just thanks for being here and hanging out. I have a ton of fun playing games on my own, but when I get to play them with all of you guys, I have way more fun. Aside from that, there's a couple links down below you may be interested in. First is the Discord. Create a for a Discord, post weekly schedule in there, send out a ping when I go live. Tons of fun, super cool people in there. We also run events through there, such as our ongoing Stellaris event. So if you want to submit for that, that is done through the Discord. I highly recommend. It is going to be very, very fun. Aside from that, also have the Twitter. Again, just mostly use it for like schedule stuff. So if I have to like delay stream or something, that'll be in the Discord as well as the Twitter. And then finally, YouTube. I post VODs on there. I'm trying to get the VODs. I'm trying to be good about getting VODs and actually posting them. So I've got the 2 most recent ones up, and then I'll hopefully have this one up in a couple hours here. So yeah, thank you guys for being here and hanging out. This was a nice little trip down memory lane. I haven't played Planetside for probably 6 or 7 months now. I haven't really played consistently probably for like 3 years now since college. So I had a good time. I hope you guys did as well. I'll probably pop in every once in a while. I might see. I might stream the server merger events because that's like a big event. I had a lot of fun streaming this. I was a little worried about streaming a shooter, but I didn't feel like I was getting too distracted or too much trouble between game and also chat. I had a good time. I viewed it as well. Anyways, see you guys later and tomorrow with Factorio. Bye bye. Bye bye.